Yo, today I decided to do a Malacca and Malaya run because I saw they got 6 new advances each, and these advances are actually really good. Specifically, Malacca has plus 10% trade income, and Malaya has minus 20% trade range used overseas, and some other really good ones like plus 33% cloves output. I can't remember them all, but they're all pretty good. But neither of these countries are in our farmables list, and that is because Malacca is spawned by an event in 1390, but it will keep all of our stuff. So the stuff we do does matter. We'll keep everything except for our territory. The territory will stay as Pahang, but anything we do like societal values, estate privileges, all of this stuff is going to be important. So we're not really going to be focusing on conquest. We're just going to be building up Malacca and trying to revoke as many bad estate privileges as possible, pretty much. And then from there, we'll be Sunni, and that will allow us to form Malaya. Connor from the future is here to warn you, you should not do this run in Iron Man, because in 1390, the event to spawn Malacca only has a 50% chance of letting you actually swap to them, and the reason for this is that it actually is dependent on what the Majapahit AI picks in an event. If you want to do this with 100% chance, then you have to start as Majapahit, but that's kind of lame. You know, it's so much better to start as Pahang, because then you actually get to choose the societal values and stuff you get. If you just take a save right before 1390, and you keep playing, you will eventually get one where it lets you play as them. It's not predetermined. Since I'm going to be focusing on trade so much in this run, going plutocracy instead of aristocracy to eventually flip into a republic is going to be pretty important since merchant republic is just so strong. Plus 25% trade income is so much. So, what do we want to start out with in terms of cabinet actions? Probably just some basic stuff. Since we're so small, increased control will actually be very effective. We want to get as much control as possible in Malacca, because actually Malacca is a pretty good province, even though it's going to be our only location for a little bit, because it has cloves. And cloves can be extremely valuable, assuming we can trade them to people. Yeah, looks like cloves are just super cheap in the current markets, and they're not getting exported yet, but I assume once we let the game unpause, the cloves will go up quite a bit in price. I'm just going to research some basic text at the start of the game. It does not matter too much. Actually, I shouldn't be researching Buddhist texts, because I'm pretty sure we will lose those after we become Sunni. That would be a little bit of a waste to research them. I did not know there was gold down here. Apparently we are running a ton of inflation because of our gold. Interesting. Well, I'm going to try my best to minimize that. Also going to max pay for stability, I think, because we want to try to get rid of as many estate privileges as possible, because that's one of the few things that we'll bring over to ourselves when we swap countries, right? What's going to be good? Early game government reform. I think I'll just go autocracy. We've on pause, built a couple of buildings. We're not really we don't got too much to do in the early game. Yeah, I think I'll just go regulated export, like the trade efficiency. Well, my first parliament, we have promote urbanization, and this can make Malacca into a town. So the thing with making Malacca a town is that the clothes are really nice, so keeping it rural would make some sense. But we don't want to upgrade it past the halfway point anyway, because I'm pretty sure the Malacca formation event makes it a town. So let's just do this to get it a town instantly. We might have to give the we might have to give some nobility some stuff. Yeah, we have to give them focus on land, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it's fine. And that way we complete promote urbanization, giving us Malacca as a town. My first goal is to save up some money to build a road, because in 1.0.10 what they did is they made it so that you can remove this plus 50% from jungle if you build roads, as well as it cutting the proximity cost in half. So that's going to be really nice. Parliament passed the debate, so that's pretty nice. Turning this into a town. I don't imagine it's worth building up any regular buildings yet. I think it's still... Oh yeah, we don't have like any control there, only like 30%. But once we start building up our road, we should have much better control there. Like a single road from Pahang to here will make proximity there go from like negative 20% to positive 20%. And that'll get 15 more control. Maybe make it worth building there. It's probably worth building another road to here, which will make it like 60% proximity. Well, I definitely did not expect to get declared war on. I made double this country's army. So I don't expect this war to be that difficult. I was thinking about giving privileges to the burghers. I think we probably should give them some privileges. It'll cost some legitimacy though, so I kind of want to wait till I build the road to here first. Can't send my troops across the strait since they have a navy blocking it, but I'm pretty sure I can just kill their troops, right? No way I lose that battle. Yeah, we win that battle for sure. We're just destroying them. I don't know why the game showed that as a yellow battle. We have 26 war score. Okay, they still don't want a white piece yet, but probably pretty soon. Unfortunately, I don't have ships, so I can't really go on their islands. I guess they have some sort of way of getting navy, right? These can't all be transports yet. They have at least one galley. Well, I beat another of their armies, and now I can just ask them for 16 ducats. It's probably better to just wait and ask for more money. I really liked in the Deflo tree, there's really nothing that's good for a trade-focused country here, so I'm gonna go admin, especially because they buffed the minus 2.5 procs cost into minus 5. I got war reparations and basically max money, so we can peace out with Singapore now and start trying to build a road. Yep, we have enough money to build our first road. It's gonna take like 1,000 days, but whatever, that's not that bad. The reason why it takes 1,000 days, by the way, is to make up for the vegetation getting removed by roads. They made it so certain vegetations give insane road building time. Plus 300% from jungle, plus 100% from forest. I guess I should work on some estate privileges now. I'll give out everything that gives plutocracy support for sure, because you need every source of plutocracy support if you want to get plutocracy, so we just kind of have to give those ones out. I guess those are the only ones. Now the question is, like, do you want to give out the minus inflation? And, I'm not really sure, because I think the burghers are going to be our biggest estate long term, and so we don't want to make them too much power, but it is nice to get stuff like minus monthly inflation and progress towards innovative, which is pretty nice. I think I want to give out at least a couple more privileges. Controller monetary policy will make our inflation stop going up. I will also pick up this monthly prosperity. It's a very good source of prosperity. I really don't want to get the burgers to be too powerful. I kind of want to get this monthly development, but no, we're going to leave it like that. Because I don't want the burgers to have too much power, because, I want to have like 50% crown power or something as Malacca if possible. Because if you have like 50% crown power, that will mean we can get so much money from trade. Especially once we go Republic, we get like 85% trade income. That means, 85% of the money our trades make, we actually get normally something like 30% until the age of absolutism, at least. In this run, I mean, if we were to go to the age of absolutism, we might be able to get over 100%. I don't even know if that works. That would be really weird if you got over 100%. I guess I'll marry a lowborn because I have no nobles to marry in my country, and I would prefer to not get a succession crisis or a infinite regency. If we have a regency in 1390, then we can't get the Malacca event. Our first road got built. We can see this is now only 18 proximity. That's so much better. Now Malacca has some proximity to it, which is, yeah, that's super nice. Now it's getting to like 60% or 60% control. I can afford a road to Malacca as well. Nice. It's going to take another year and a half to finish, or 2 years pretty much. And then we'll have very good control in Malacca after that. Probably with the increased control, cabinet action at almost 100%, right? I think it's going to be better to build up some marketplaces in Malacca instead of building up regular production buildings. That way we can like export the cloves and stuff. It looks like building a marketplace was a very good idea. It's a very good idea. 4.5 trade income. Now that's a good deal. Wait, how do I have 5 trade capacity already? I'm actually confused how I have so much trade capacity. I thought I only had like one marketplace. What? How am I getting 5 trade capacity? Pulai Trade Expedition. Okay, that must be some sort of event. Okay, so it's not that profitable, but still, like 0.75 income from a single building is pretty good. Well, it's gonna cost basically all of my stability, but I'm gonna revoke my first privilege from the nobility. Primacy of the nobility. This is gonna give them minus 100% to their estate power, which should reduce it quite a bit. From 48% to what, like 40% maybe? Yeah, 41%. Pretty big drop, meaning that revoking their next privileges will be cheaper. That's why I wanted to revoke that one first. I'm in a regency now? Okay, well, I guess we're gonna be in a regency for a while. Singapore declared war on me again. I've just been ecoing out. I mean, I've got a lot of money saved up at this point. I should probably build some more buildings and stuff. There isn't really too much important stuff to do, though. Maybe I should spam some RGOs. I mean, we can build up the gold. I mean, it's going to give us a little bit more inflation, but we are running, like, no inflation. I can just lower minting. I'll re-raise my levies. I don't know why. Apparently this patch makes the AI a lot more aggressive. So yeah, I guess that would explain why I've been declared war on so much despite being stronger. And we'll see what happens with like China. If China can actually unify, that'll be a very good sign. I've heard this patch is huge for making the AI actually do things, which is cool to see. I should have assigned a general to this army. Unfortunate that I didn't. I mean, we probably still win this battle, right? No? Okay. I'll just retreat, and we'll try again. Unfortunate that one of these... Okay, yeah, our army is really weak, but their army is also not strong, so, I mean, we should be fine, right? I just need to, like, fight them here. Come on, come on, come on. What? I'm losing this battle? How? Oh, no, our stats are basically the same. Okay, well, I'm just gonna retreat into Malacca. I guess I didn't have good enough morale. I'm gonna Okay, I just don't have good morale, so they're just gonna keep fighting me until I get good morale. Okay, at least I retreated as far away as possible. Okay, they're gonna be fighting me again in Poli. Surely I win this battle. What? Huh? Are their troops professionals? It turns out the way they won is that they have a bunch of mercs and they have a professional or two professionals. So that's kind of unfortunate. We're just going to have to accept a peace deal. Their war goal is make tributary though, so they shouldn't make anything too bad against us because I'm pretty sure that prevents the conquest of land. So they'll probably just take like max money, war reps, and force tributary or something. Okay, yep, they offer me war reps and money and force tributary, kind of what I expected. Yep, not too bad. I mean, it's unfortunate I have to pay them some money as a tributary, but it's not that bad. I'm going to pick up Favor the Ruler Distribution of Power. The plus 20% crown power will be pretty nice. That's going to be pretty huge for our crown power. I mean, not huge. It'll get us up to like 30% though, which is a nice little increase. Make it a little bit cheaper to revoke our next privilege for the nobility, which we're going to be doing pretty soon here. Like 125 stability probably. As we start revoking all the nobility privileges, our crown power is going to keep going up. We might be able to get it like 40% before Malacca, I think. That'll be a lot of trade income. Now with Favor the Ruler maximally in effect, I can revoke another privilege from the nobility. This time I'm going to go for land rights, reducing them by another 50% power. So that'll be like, what, 33%? Got it exactly right that time. Exactly a third power they have. And now we have 34% power as the crown, giving minus 9% revoke privilege cost. Now it's only 100 stability. That's a lot cheaper. All the nobility privileges are going to be gone pretty soon. Actually, I might keep them with noble navy because it makes them a little bit happier. It doesn't give that much power, and it gives a little bit of progress towards naval, which is nice. This really is such a nice advance you get for being in Asia. 2.5 estate satisfaction equilibrium? That's like insane to get for just being in Asia. And there's so much good stuff for being in Asia, really. Like 2.5 trade efficiency. And then we also get bonuses over here, like 2.5 production efficiency. Asia modifiers are really nice. Although, I mean, Sub-Saharan Africa also has nice modifiers like minus 5% proximity cost. Wow. I wasn't looking at China for a second, and now Ming owns all of China. The AI in 1.0.10 definitely seems to be doing a little bit more aggressive. That's very cool to see, actually. I did not expect to see something that fast. And for new privilege to revoke, royal marriage rights gives more power, but the bonus is nice, whereas this one has a pretty terrible bonus. I guess we'll get rid of royal marriage rights. That's gonna bring our nobility down to what, like 26% power or something? Maybe not that low. I'm really not sure. But it's gonna be pretty low. Get 26% power. 38% crown power. Our crown power is going up quite a lot. By 1390, we're gonna have almost 50% at this rate, I feel like. Although, of course, getting control up also helps, because yeah, we get minus local crown power from having low control. See, control is relatively high in our country. I can build more roads, I guess. Yeah, I can try to build more roads. It's gonna take a while to build, but I guess I should try my best to build more roads. I did build a road there from Malacca because I wanted to be ready for when we move our capital, but probably should have just built a road from here for now. Now, some nobles have risen up. It does make sense because I have been making them pretty mad. But it should be a pretty easy war. I don't think they have any forts. In fact, my country doesn't have any forts. So yeah, they definitely don't have any forts. So I don't think that there should be any problems here. Yeah, we just We need to go for some of the some of the province capitals. We should be able to win the civil war in under a year pretty easily. Sort of just skipping through most of the stuff because it doesn't really matter too much what we do until we become Malacca. I mean, I'm trying to set up as much as possible with estate privileges, but it doesn't matter all that much. Time to revoke another privilege from the nobility. I will revoke elaborate court life. This brings the nobility down to a single privilege. Now, after this, I think I might start revoking clergy privileges. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see what the nobility power goes down to. It's going to go down by quite a bit. I do have one member of them in the cabinet still. Yes, 23%. That's pretty low. Nice to see. Aristocracy is actually giving them a lot of political power. Should try to get up to plutocracy. That will make the burghers a little bit powerful, but kind of just is what it is. We'll eventually want to revoke some of these privileges, but we need the plutocracy support for now at least. I should try to get rid of some of these laws that are really bad in my next parliaments. We're not going to get plutocracy before we flip Malacca, but we want to go faster once we are Malacca. I've saved up enough money to make Malacca into a city, so I will do that. That's going to be pretty nice to have a city down here. I think there's very few cities in Southeast Asia, I imagine. You're just too near Majapahit, pretty much. Those are like the only ones in the region. I mean, other than that, closest ones are in Khmer and Ayutthaya. Well, that's not ideal. Ayutthaya just declared war on me. I will raise my levies. Well, actually, they didn't declare war on me. I think they declared war on Singapore, because it said like I can't peace out because it would be separate piecing too early. I think Ayutthaya, hopefully Ayutthaya won't have a navy. Nope, they have a really big navy, so we might be screwed, but we're going to try our best. If we can just hold out for 12 months, then I think we can offer them a peace deal that isn't too bad. I don't want to do that, that's for sure. It's maybe okay to give them some land, but I do not want to give them, um, okay, I give them something like this. I mean, it's like not ideal, but it's also not terrible. Well, this really isn't good for us. I don't know what they're doing. They were trying to attack this army, but then they just stopped. We have like 5 more months until we're able to peace out. Wait, what? Ayutthaya just accepted peace? Oh, I accidentally pressed C. I'm gonna go quickly read what the peace deal was. Did Singapore actually win the war? What? Okay, I've got an image of the peace deal here. We can see the Ayutthaya did actually lose the war. They're paying war reparations to Singapore. Wow, that's surprising. I did not expect the war to go like that. I thought I was not ready for peace, but I guess we won some battles early on before this big 8K stack of lefties showed up, so we won. Yeah, now I can expand my army, and we're back to being at peace. Khmer not doing nothing? He has 150 locations? I mean, I gotta say, I kind of didn't like 1.10 or 1.0.10 when I read the patch notes because, like, I didn't like the proximity cost changes that much. But, I mean, I gotta say, the AI changes are actually surprising. A lot of interesting stuff is actually happening. Timurids are expanding at least somewhat. I mean, 150 locations in 1380 is not amazing for the Timurids, but I don't think I've ever seen the AI conquer like at all as the Timurids. So I'd say that that's an improvement. The new patch aggressiveness is it's really showing in this campaign. We've gotten declared war on again, this time by the Khmer Empire. Oh, and I'm in a revolt at the same time. I don't like that very much. We're gonna have to try to deal with the revolt and then hope that Khmer doesn't actually want to annex me. I can't imagine Khmer actually wants to annex me that much. Surely. Surely we'll be fine. We can embrace meritocracy, but I kind of want to wait for it to get to more of our locations. Actually, because of the Civil War, it is in more of my locations right now. I'm actually just going to embrace it right now. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Once we get into these, what's it called? These texts that I'm currently researching, I'm going to go down to this 2.5 trade efficiency. And there's not really anything else too important here. I guess I'll take the 10 power projection and minus state enrichment. None of this other stuff is really very useful. There's a point one, point oh one. This must be all Buddhism, right? Yeah, this is all Buddhism stuff, so we won't keep it when we flip Sunni. Well, Khmer has like 15,000 troops in my territory, so yeah, that's not ideal. I don't think I can even disband my troops. I mean, I guess I can just try to sit here, but no, we're gonna get chased down by this Khmer stack almost certainly. I'm gonna try my best to move here as soon as they start trying to move towards me. I no, yeah, it's pointless. Oh, you maybe can trick them. Okay, I'm gonna try my best to do as many shenanigans as possible to escape death. But yeah, my army is almost certainly dead here. And that's unfortunate, but there is not a lot we can really do about that. And then we just kind of have to hope that Khmer doesn't decide to annex us, I guess. I think we have to wait another like 4 months to make a peace deal. So yeah, hopefully Singapore doesn't make a peace deal with Khmer there that kills us. Well, I would be able to send my own peace deal now, but the problem is I have negative 99% war score, so Khmer doesn't really want to accept my peace deals. Oh, they sent me a peace deal. Okay, war reparations, military access, food access, royal marriage. Yes, we're fine with that. It's not ideal to give them money, but it's better than them taking all my land, because taking land from Khmer would be a lot harder than taking land from Pahang once we are Malacca. I'm gonna revoke embellish great works of the faith. I think I'm gonna be decentralization, at least for the first little bit as Malacca. Maybe long term we want to go centralization for the crown power, but early on we're gonna want to use subjects for integration. So I will revoke embellish great works of faith because we want to get crown power up as much as possible. I think we might want to remove autocracy though, because it does give progress towards aristocracy. So probably want to remove that and replace it with like royal decree or something. Although estate satisfaction decay isn't ideal, I think it's probably what we want to go for. Your trade office network is decent. I will go with royal decree, I guess. Yeah, it's okay. Mandala system is also okay, giving +3 culture capacity. I don't know. Yeah, we're getting pretty close to Majapahit turning us into Malacca. Only like a year left before it can start triggering, and it triggers on average in like a year. So I got the founding of Malacca, and as you can see, we can continue playing as Malacca. Now, hopefully I will have said somewhere near the very beginning of this video that you probably should not be doing this in Iron Man, or you should be doing this as Majapahit, because this is like a 50-50 as it turns out. I just realized this. I really thought it was deterministic, but no, it's not. It's random if you play as um, anyone but Majapahit because they get two options, one to play as and one to not. If they pick the option to play as, then you get the option to play as. If they don't, then you don't. So I had to reload, but after a bit more testing, that is the conclusion that I have come to. So yeah, I would definitely not have pressed this, gone plead Malacca, and then forgotten to turn back on autosave because I was doing the testing for that for 14 years, and then go end my day, and then return to realize that I'm back here. That definitely wouldn't happen, except that it did happen. Okay, not ideal, but you didn't see any of that. So did it really happen? Who knows? I think it probably didn't happen, right? Um, you can see all of the clergy privileges have actually just gotten wiped because we have no clergy, so really revoking those nobility privileges wasn't that important. But we did it, so yeah, I don't know. Or no, that's not the first privilege I should be going for. We should actually be going for the plus 10% trade income from Control the Malacca Strait. Then I'll take 2.5 trade efficiency. Then I'll take this reform for 20% trade capacity. Then maybe we go for this zero point 0.1 monthly legitimacy. That'll be good. And then there's some good text in the Age of Traditions, like this minus monthly maritime presence decay of 0.2. The base is 0.5, so that's 40% less ships you're going to need pretty much, which is a huge reduction. I think we can pretty much just unpause now, or let's give land acquisition policy. This was a scam. If you try to assign any of these, it will cost you stab. I mean, actually, this one is kind of worth it. 86 stab to have like 4 rulers, but we are going to flip Republic, so it's probably not worth it. We're going to get an election, we're going to get a parliament soon, and goal with that is going to be to invade Pahang. retake our territory. To be honest, I don't know how the tributary got broke, but it is broken, and that's very good for us. With my two cabinet members, I'm going to have one on strengthening government and one on pushing plutocracy. We want to push plutocracy because we need it for flipping republic. You need 95 plutocracy, which is very hard. And then we can see here in Malaya, this can give us minus 20% colonial maintenance, which isn't too good, plus 10% navy morale, which is okay, plus 10% trade capacity, and minus 25% foreign buildings cost. Trade capacity is a decent buff, and the foreign buildings cost might let us stack up to minus 100% foreign buildings cost, which will mean we can spam trade offices everywhere. Then we have expert hagglers. This is the best thing. Minus 20% trade range used over sea. This will let us probably trade all the way to Europe pretty easily. And then we have these other ones, which are agreements with sea nomads isn't too good. Minus 15% navy maintenance is nice, but it's not that important. In Masters of Spice with plus 33% cloves output is going to be pretty nice. It would be really good if it weren't for the fact that there's a couple of cloves over here that have like plus 500% output. If it weren't for these, then that would be insane, but because of these cloves that have plus 500% over here, it's not seeming quite as good. But I mean, it'll help out all the other cloves in the world, make them a little bit more comparable. You can see there's quite a few cloves, and I think only like these two have the extra 500% boost, which is so good. I'll build up this sixth clove for us, and I'll try to max out marketplaces. We need as many marketplaces as possible. We just got control of the Malacca Strait. You can see our trade income is kind of absurdly high for having a single location. 15 trade income. We don't have trade outposts or anything. We're not a merchant republic. We just have 32% crown power and a pretty good bonus to trade income. Being a merchant republic will, of course, be even more insane. Although our crown power will probably reduce once we conquer more territory from these guys. You can see a ton of my pops are dimmy right now, so I might want to give the dimmy some privileges. I should at least give them allow military service. Extra levy size is always good, pretty much. Is there anything else here that's like super important? I should probably give them like tolerance of heathens. Because the penalty there is really not important. One thing I remember from my game going to like 12 years further is that the institutions actually spread here really fast. Wait, what? Did they not? I feel like they spread really fast. How are they so far away right now? I guess they're going to spread really fast in a really short amount of time. Because I know the market capital had the institutions by like 1411, and we had them at like 50%. I guess that would mean they spread to them in like 1402 or something. Oh, I can now call Parliament. Okay. I will take, I guess I'll take market regulations. Then apparently we don't have any burger parliament agendas. I'll justify for Pahang. I mean, I justify for Johor against Pahang. They have 1.1 thousand troops. We also have 1.1 thousand troops, so this war is going to be kind of close, but we should be able to win it. I'm just going to raise my levies, and we're going to try our best. We're going to have just barely less troops than them, but hopefully I can get a better general than them and thus win the battle. I guess I assign this guy. Okay, let's go for the capital immediately. They have a fort there, which I didn't build, so that's surprising that they already built a fort. Oh, they're going for my capital. I think I have to stop them, or else I just lose. Yeah, I think I get annexed if I don't stop them. Okay, let's actually wait for full morale. Okay, I think I still don't have full morale, so let's wait one more day. And now that battle's really close. I think I win that though, right? Or it's so close. No, we win the right flank, but then, oh, this is close. Come on, yes, we win it. Okay, that was really close, but we do win it. And now we have significantly more troops than them, so we should win all future battles with significantly more ease. And now we have 25 war score as well, so we should be able to get a full annex peace deal pretty easily without sieging down that fort. I'm kind of so used to having the auto-conquer thing where their capital will just move onto the fort, but we don't have that anymore, so that's very nice to not have to deal with that anymore, from my Timur run. I accidentally ran into them here, and I didn't have full morale, but I still win it, because they have only a middle flank at this point, seemingly. Which is, yeah, not very good for them. You ask for full annexation and max money, which is nice. Now I'm going to release the north of the country as fiefdom and vassal. Then I will go max diplomatic spending because we're getting so much of our money from trade, and trade income is not included in economic base. I can just like max out all my sliders and still make pretty good profit, which is nice. Now just ban levies. And yeah, we're just in a pretty solid position. I guess I should make my guy that was strengthening government into integrating our full province of Johor now. If we want to expand further, we will have to deal with the great problem that is Khmer. You can see they have all the guys around us as tributaries, I believe. Or tributaries of tributaries, because Ayutthaya is a tributary of Khmer, and then Khmer, or Ayutthaya has these guys as a tributary. So yeah, it's not ideal, but the AI is so aggressive, I think we'll probably get declared war on by someone eventually. Or maybe we can go for these guys or something, because we can research like religious war or something. I should go for religious war. That'll be good. Yeah, let's research religious war from Deus Volt. You can really see the power of exports now counting for institution growth, because this market is pretty much only exporting, so we're only getting institutions from exports. Very, very interesting change. I think it's like not realistic at all, but I mean, it's very good for East Asia. Kind of absurd that Majapahit almost has Renaissance in banking in 1395. Oh yeah, let's slot it in. Plus 20% trade capacity. Government reform is going to be pretty nice. I mean, I don't know what my plus trade capacity is right now, but I imagine 20% is going to be a pretty big boost. I mean, we have 60%. We get so much from having burger estate power. My burgers are a little bit strong right now. 60% strength. I'm gonna establish seniority in the union we had with Singapore. It's a little bit strange that we're in a union. I guess the Malacca content must force you into union. I think it does. I think it's intentional because there's like some event that like talks about the leader of Singapore leaving to form Malacca, I think. I'm not 100% sure about that. Um, oh, my ruler died. We're still in the union with Malacca, but now we're in a marriage union with these guys as well. To our vassal. Okay. I can now call another parliament. I guess I'll go forward and ask for law changes, remove nobility controlled mining operations and replace it with burgher controlled mining operations. Trying to get as much plutocracy as I can. Is it really only 0.4 that I'm getting right now? I guess this hasn't gone into effect. You're getting 0.1 from promote members of the burghers parliament debate. That is why I'm sad about getting only 0.4. The institutions have spread to Singapore now, so now we're getting them spread to us pretty quickly. Nice thing about being so close. They should be spreading like even quicker here. Not really. I guess I don't have libraries there. I should build libraries in my whole country. Yeah, that'll help out with institution growth a little bit, and also pop promotion speed is always pretty nice. We've yet to get declared war on me again, but I expect to get declared war on. The AI is so aggressive this patch. It's insane. I mean, look at how big Hoysala is. Orissa Ming is a fiefdom of Yuan is a fiefdom of Ming. Like the AI is so aggressive now. My ruler or my heir just got the idiot trait, which is yeah, not ideal. This guy's gonna have really bad stats. I guess I should do administrative so they can gain like some administrative ability. Yeah, Khmer declared war on me, which is kind of good. I will offer them to become my tributary because, I mean, I'll offer to become their tributary because I believe if I am their tributary, they will not join against me when I deck their other tributaries. So that's going to be pretty nice to be a Khmer tributary. It will, of course, mean we have to pay Khmer a little bit, but, I mean, we make so much money. Paying Khmer a little bit doesn't matter that much. I don't really have any use for my money right now. All the buildings I can make are super unprofitable. I guess I can expend this wood RGO. There really isn't that much that's good to do right now. I'm gonna call another debate. I kinda... do you want to get out of aristocratic court, or... Hmm, yeah, the thing is, we could go, like, itinerant court, or we can try and justify a CB on Ayutthaya. I mean, a war with Ayutthaya is gonna be tough. I kind of think we can win it with the help of our subjects, because Ayutthaya has to ship their troops across. Let's do that next parliament. Let's just get itinerant court for now so we can get a little bit more plutocracy. I can now embrace my first institution, the Renaissance. That's going to be pretty nice. I'll cancel all my texts. And we want to go down for university as fast as possible. We'll get a cabinet seat and government reform along the way. The thing with getting university is it'll let us spawn printing press, which is going to be very nice. We can get paved roads and stuff. Then after that, we'll probably have banking, so we can go docks and barks, and then from there, go professional armies, build up an army, actually able to fight Ayutthaya and stuff. Yeah, we're in a pretty good position, I think. I mean, we're like pretty late to expanding our country, but our economy is doing pretty good. I did forget to automate taxes for a while, so I was making like way less money than I could have been making, but I have no use for this money really anyway, so yeah, I have so little use for money. I guess I can build up this beeswax, but we don't even have pops to promote there, apparently. I'm gonna start annexing Pahang. They should have cored their land by now. Yeah, or it's partially only integrated, because I guess it's a different culture, but whatever. I can now embrace banking. So that'll let me queue up some more techs after I get university. I'll go for the bark. And then from there, I might go into professional armies, or I might want to go down to Panlock Canal. I'm not sure. Professional armies would be nice to actually be able to win wars if you go like armory. Oh, and I can now also embrace professional armies. I got all three of the Age 2 institutions. I just got Renaissance Thought for +1 possible government reforms. I'm going to pick up Plutocratic Ethos because I want to get that plutocracy support. I'm going to replace Favor the Ruler temporarily with Favor the Wealthy for the extra progress towards plutocracy. I don't know. I mean, we want to push plutocracy. Getting rid of crown power to do it is kind of not great, but it's fine. Max tax you have on the burgers is so low because they have so much power. I'm going to put my guy that's changing societal values onto innovative for a little bit because I want to get 20 innovative to spawn printing press. If we can spawn printing press and no Europeans can, we'll just like kill the Europeans' ability to do anything for like a billion years. It takes so long for the printing press to reverse spread to Europe, although it might take less time now with the exports thing. Probably not that significantly less. Yeah, spawning it in Asia is always a little bit annoying as a European, so we gotta do it to the AI now. I unlocked universities. I'm gonna build some universities probably in every single state of my country, right? I'll build up all three. Why can I not build up more? What is the requirement that I'm missing? Is a core location and is a town? What? Um, okay, it must be that it's like, oh, there must be no available peasants? Yeah, that's the problem. Okay, we can build up a university in all of our states. Universities are pretty good. They'll let us spawn the printing press and give us some monthly literacy, migration attraction, pop promotion speed. Cultural influence will be nice for being able to annex subjects and assimilate and core. Oh, we annex Pahang. Of course, it also gives some institution growth and stuff. And yeah, we wanna spawn printing press. You can see here the things we need to spawn printing press are produce greater than 5 paper. I need to do that. That's actually gonna be kind of hard. And then we need to have university, renaissance, and 20 innovative. Getting 5 paper produced is actually gonna be a bit of a problem. I'm gonna produce as many paper makers guilds as I can. Actually, we're very close to producing 5 paper. My spy network in Khmer was discovered, which means it's going to start going down now, so I guess I'll start justifying a CB on Ayutthaya. Do I want to actually fight Ayutthaya? I don't know. It's going to be kind of a hard war, but it would be nice to get their territory down here, and I think we can maybe win it. We just need to win a couple of battles where they don't send down their whole army. I just got docks, the greatest advance of all time. Getting sailors is really nice. We can actually have a navy and fight Singapore. Apparently, Ayutthaya is fighting them right now. Hopefully they don't annex them. That would be pretty bad for us if they did that. Ayutthaya ended up annexing Singapore. Okay. Well, that's not ideal. I mean, I can technically declare war on Ayutthaya. That that doesn't seem particularly like a good idea, given that they are this much stronger than me, which is, yeah, quite a large amount. Even if I ask for larger levies in Parliament, I don't think I can win that. Maybe if I make a navy, I can try and kill their ships that are trying to transport their troops across. That might work. Ayutthaya has declared war on me. I am not ready for war with Ayutthaya. And it's a make tributary war, so even if we win, we can't conquer land from them. I think I just surrender immediately. They want me to cancel? Oh, I can avoid that. Okay, we just have to give them war reps and max money, and they will go away. Can I give them slightly less money? I can. Okay, that's good. I'm just gonna do that so that we don't have to fight Ayutthaya yet, because I want to get more troops. Khmer versus Majapahi. This is actually gonna be a pretty big war. Yeah, Khmer is strong and Majapahi is strong. Both are top 7 great powers, or top 6 great powers. Second versus sixth. I think Khmer is probably weaker than Majapahi, even though they have a higher great power score. I'm gonna spam up some armories. We can build men-at-arms soon enough. We're getting pretty close to men-at-arms. Majapahi defeated Khmer and conquered some territory over here. I may have tried to fight Ayutthaya like 5 times here and lost every time because the Ayutthaya AI is cheating me. It's so annoying. What I tried doing is putting fleets like here, and then, well, I actually did like fleets here and here in my last attempt, but then they like tried to put a fleet through. I beat like a third of the fleet, and then the rest just slipped through to here, and then they went in to here. And apparently, if they don't have to like ship the troops in like the week time, they can just like bring it in instantly. It's insane. This is like such a hard war. We're really gonna have to prepare a lot of regulars if you want to fight Ayutthaya. I'm gonna try building some trade offices. I mean, I've got like lots of money, so we might as well try building some of these. Like they cost quite a bit of money right now since we don't have too much foreign buildings cost stacked, but they're pretty good. They give us a decent amount of trade capacity. I don't know how profitable the Angkor trade node is. Looks like it's not too profitable compared to the Malacca trade node, but it's alright. I guess I haven't been considering alliances as much as I really should. Could I like ally something to help me out with fighting Ayutthaya, like Hathawadi? They don't really like me very much. I could ally the overlord of Ayutthaya, or one of Ayutthaya's subjects. I could ally Brunei. I mean, Brunei seems like a pretty good ally. I will ally Brunei. Pasai, should I ally them? They are actually independent. I don't have a diplomat right now. Okay. I could do more diplomatic spending. I guess I should just build a, what's it called? Garden thing. It, it will get destroyed when we become a republic, but we need the diplomats. I'm gonna swap my levy law from peasant levies to noble levies because peasant levies give -10 levy combat efficiency. It does give peasant levy size, but since our country is mostly dimmy, that's not too important. I'd much rather have the plus levy combat efficiency. I just researched a recruitment law, which means I can get regulated naval service for another point 0.1 progress towards plutocracy. That'll be nice, getting us pretty close to the 95 plutocracy we need. I mean, it'll get us like 75 plutocracy and promote to head of cabinet for like 77.5. And then we're gonna have to hope for events and debates in parliament to push us the remaining little bit. We need to get 95 plutocracy. It's always a challenge. I will start justifying a CB on Ayutthaya. I think we can potentially win. We have 2.2 thousand guys, which is enough to fill out like half of combat width. Um, yeah, I mean, I can try to build more. We're kind of running a bad deficit. I probably should just unally Brunei, to be honest. I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, I should break alliance. I don't even know if I can call them into war. And it's forcing me to spend max on Diplo spending. I'm gonna be spending none. Which will be a lot better. Now I have 2.8 thousand regulars. Surely that's enough to beat Ayutthaya, right? I have like 554. I can go to one more men-at-arms, and then I can raise levies, and I'll have like 5,000 troops, and half of them will be regulars. Surely there's nothing that Ayutthaya could possibly do to beat that. Surely we got this. Easy W. Oh, did Ayutthaya delete one of their forts? They seem to have deleted their northern fort, which is pretty good for us. Well, we now see the navy. Only question is if we can actually stop it before it lands, and I think the answer to that might be no. But what I can do is detach from siege and try to stop it from being successful. Oh, do we actually stop it? Maybe we stop them from landing. Oh yeah, we do. We got 18 war score for beating their navy, but now they're gonna like land somewhere else with the power of magic. It's gonna like land them. Yeah, it's just gonna decide that they're actually landing on something. We'll decide if they land over here or if they land on Singapore. Okay, looks like they're deciding to land somewhere over here. I mean, I guess no, it's not possible. They have to land somewhere over here, I think. Yep. And now the Navy is gonna go do other things, and they have like a big stack here. But at least we get this fort, or not this fort, this province capital, which will be good. And then I can go for this stack, fight it. I need generals for my armies. That would probably help a little bit. Although I don't have good, I really don't have good characters to assign as generals. My navy has gone into nowhere's land, trying to search for them. I'm just gonna put it here so we can help siege this fort. Oh, they're trying to fight my army here. Can I run away from the battle? No. Okay, let's detach from siege and send everything we can to help out. I think we can win that battle because we have like 2.8 thousand regulars. Oh, did my troops not arrive in time? Oh no, they're gonna arrive literally next tick. Okay. We get 10 war score from that battle. That's good. I guess I can try and chase these Ayutthaya troops. Except they're not chasing. No, they are chasing. Okay. We just believe that this 200 stack won't get stack wiped, right? Well, I wasn't recording, but they just sent their army back here. After they like retreated to here, and then they sent it back, and then my army arrived at like the same time, and they got stack wiped. Okay. Well, we take it. Bruh. Right as I was sending troops back in here, they started a battle. That's so unlucky for them. Or do I still lose this? No, no, no. We win this. Yeah, their left flank collapses, middle flank. No, not middle flank. Someone told me I should stop saying middle flank, and I just caught myself saying middle flank. I didn't remember saying it at the time that I read that message, but yeah, it's true. I do say middle flank, apparently. I'm clicking these buttons because I'm trying to hope for, like, the burgers to appear, but for some reason I just cannot get the burgers to appear to, like, support me with parliament agendas. Well, now that we control the war goal, we could peace out, theoretically, for, like, this, because it's enforced. But I want to take this as well. So we're going to have to try to siege this fort, and we're also going to have to hope for their war enthusiasm to go down slowly. I just accidentally gave the nobility or privilege an event. I'm gonna revoke it. Since this army is 100% levies, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to beat it. I've got a little bit of an army just sitting on this fort, but we just need to stop them from sieging forts, and that'll help us out a lot. If we beat their army, that's good. Maybe I should just assault this fort? I don't know if it's winnable with an assault. Yeah, I'm really not sure if we could win an assault. I mean, probably. I'm pretty sure you can win assaults, but I haven't done it with this tier of infantry is the thing. I know you can win assaults with like the artillery tier of infantry with 3,000 versus 2.5 thousand. So the question is combat with going to be an issue pretty much? I mean, I don't think it would be an issue, right? It'd be kind of weird if it was an issue. Hmm. It's probably not worth the risk. Let's just siege the fort. We gotta wait for attacker ticking to go up anyway. Well, Ayutthaya is willing to accept a pretty good peace deal, but I would like to release their tributary if possible, so I think I'm gonna go for even more. It's a little bit greedy, but I'm gonna be greedy. For some reason, they've suddenly... Oh, apparently I killed, like, their entire army. I was wondering why they were suddenly so willing to accept peace, but it's because their army just does not exist. So yeah, we're gonna take that peace deal. Very nice expansion. Now we control the islands around us, we control Singapore, and we've kicked Ayutthaya completely out of the Malaysia formable, or Malaya formable, which is very nice. Start justifying a CB on these guys as our next little bit of expansion. And I guess I can start trying to release some more subjects. Yeah, I want to release some subjects. I guess I will release this as a fiefdom. Maybe this? Is this? Yeah, that's an entire province, so let's release that as another fiefdom, I think. Yeah, that seems good. And then I'll keep the rest and integrate it manually, I think. Because I've got a decent amount of cabinet members. We've got 3 now, right? So we can integrate some stuff at once. Integrate. I'll integrate Johor next. Yeah. Things are looking pretty good for us right now, I'd say. 169% of my country is Malay culture. I don't think that's quite right. Well, there's no more point in encouraging plutocracy until we have enough to, unless we're getting like a parliament debate helping us, because we just like cannot push enough to actually, um, what's it called? Yeah, we can't push enough to get to 95s, and we're already at the cap, so we might as well just leave it like this until we get any more sources of plutocracy push. I don't know if we will. I guess we can get rights of the burghers potentially. Is that in printing press? I'm actually not sure. Rights of the burghers. No, that's within New World. Well, we entered the Age of Discovery, and there's only one real choice in this age, and that is diplomatic focus, because it gives us minus 10% trade range used overseas, 0.1 monthly diplomats is okay, and of course, we get plus 50% trade range. So basically, diplomatic focus is a must pick for trade focused nations in the Age of Discovery. And I think it's even kind of a must pick for everyone. I can't remember the ones give, but I don't think that they're that good. Well, interestingly, I don't see any printing press locations outside of or inside of Europe. There's one in Mali, and then there's a bunch in Malacca, Majapahit, and Japan, but there's none in Europe, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, that's the power of the export spreading institutions thing. Like, there's no way the AI would have been able to spawn printing press by 1437 in like Japan before this update. Well, we have spawned the printing press in our country. Very nice. We'll be able to embrace it pretty quickly. I think it'll reach enough of our states just from like the could have spawned institution thing for us to be able to embrace it. And what? That's not Malacca. Yeah, you can see here, it's going to spread here basically instantly from could have spawned institution. And I'm sure a decent bit rest of the rest of our country will have the same thing. Yeah, it looks like these 3 states all have it, and maybe this one? Yeah, this one has it too. So all of them will get it in like 1440, and then we can embrace printing press. Printing press has a lot of good text to research. The nobles rose up. I think I'll just try to occupy everything but the forts, and I'm guessing that they'll surrender, because I should have much more pops than them. I'm gonna declare war on Beruas. Yeah, this should be a pretty easy war. We've got like a similar number of troops to them, but we have regulars, and there's our levies, I think. What? Why am I not able to ship these troops across? Is it that limited on transports? I guess my navy is just that limited on transports. Yeah, we can't co-belligerent these guys since they are a subject of Hathawadi, but we can full annex them, I'm pretty sure, as a secondary target, so that's good. There's no forts to deal with, so this war should be really fast. Oh, we can now embrace the printing press, so I'll do that. I'll also max spend on stability so we can get out of the negatives. But yeah, printing press is going to be really nice. After we get connections with China, I will start researching some stuff from printing press. Where do we want to go first? Probably to paved roads, the cabinet seat, then to printer shops, plus 25% book output. Oh, actually, no, we want to go promote institutions. That'll be good. But to spawn the other institutions over here. Otherwise, we're going to have to wait a long time for them to get over here. Looks like Khmer is currently invading these guys, which is not ideal. Yeah, it looks like Khmer actually declared war on them like at the same time as us. That's really bad for us. Khmer did that. Hopefully Khmer is just going to try to tributize them and then we can still annex them. I imagine that that's what they're doing. Yeah, they have a tributary war goal, so they can't actually conquer anything. And Khmer's war is seemingly over. No, it's just over with these guys that Khmer's war is over with. But we can now go for these guys, and then we can go for these guys, because Khmer should be done with that war too soon enough. We'll annex on these guys, Manjung. We're getting pretty close to the amount of locations we need to form Malaya, I think, especially once we kill these guys too, which we should be getting fairly close to doing. Tondo is a tributary of Majapahit. Okay, so that's not really conquerable. Oh, I'm 100% war score on these guys. I'm confused how I have 200% occupation score against them. Maybe it's because I conquered this country. I don't know if that's related, but anyways, yeah, we're in a pretty good position here. 32 out of 39 locations to form Malaya, so if we annex some of our subjects, we can get enough locations. I'm not sure if that means I should hold off on releasing more subjects. I think I will hold off on releasing more subjects, though. Yeah, I will. I'll hold off on releasing subjects for now. Because I want to get some of the Malaya bonuses. The minus 20% trade range used overseas is going to be pretty nice. Wow, being a tributary of Khmer is stealing so much money from me. Um, yeah, I might want to start working on independence soon, because I am losing all of my money to being a tributary of Khmer. It went from taking like none of my money to taking like all of it all of a sudden. So yeah, that's not ideal. Probably want to try to get free of Khmer as soon as possible. I think I have a large enough navy that I can do it. I can't build spy network because I don't have a diplomat. Okay, I guess I should do some diplomatic spending. Yeah, I'll build a spy network, justify independence. We need to get our independence. So I wanted to use promote institutions, but it says that there's no valid provinces available? What? What is a valid province for promote institution? I guess I need to look in the code. Well, I looked in the code, and to be honest, I'm not really sure why. Maybe if we get independence, it'll fix it. Well, this is going to be a very simple war. I feel like I had these guys as a subject. Did I give them up in order to peace out with Ayutthaya? Maybe. I'm not really sure. But we'll get them back, and that'll be fairly simple. My CB on Khmer to get independent should be happening pretty soon. Time to declare independence against Khmer. I mean, they have a way stronger army than us, but as long as they can't reach me, or I can do my best to stop them from reaching me, we should be pretty good. Yeah, I think I'll hopefully be able to stop them, because this time they don't have anything that they can just like easily land on. They're actually gonna have to do the normal landing thing where it takes like a week or something to land. So I should be able to stop them. I don't know how much war score it takes to enforce independence, though. Is there no treaty article for independence? What? Do I have to offer them to stay a subject? I have no idea how this works. Huh. Oh, it seems to be the base war goal is always to demand your independence, and you actually can't remove it if you're trying to enforce a demand. Well, somehow they have like 30,000 troops here, so that's not ideal. Luckily, we have some forts, and as long as they can't blockade them, they should take a while to beat the forts because, I mean, like, the -1 from unblockaded when you don't have artillery actually makes the forts take a pretty long time to break usually. Okay, apparently they just got the entire south of my country, like they just landed down there and got it. That's not ideal. I gotta go send some troops down there to deal with that, and then I guess I should try to make a new set of armies so that I have any chance at all in this. Wait, how are they just walking past my fort? Oh no, they're not. Okay. They're just they're just bringing more troops though. I need to stop this navy, but their navies are just too good. Um, yeah, I'll try my best to fight them in this battle. I don't know that I can win it though. I mean, I'll try my best. Looks like we maybe win that? Yeah, we win that. Good. Okay. They've got a ton of war score from battles, but they have a lot from occupations. We need to occupy Malacca, and then start making a new army. We have 5,000 manpower to use. I'm gonna win against this army like instantly. It's only 0 war score because I won that fast. The game said I was gonna lose this battle, but I don't believe it, because my army is like half the size of his pro army. Oh wait, they have like way more troops now, but yeah, we still win it. Okay, good. Yeah. Um, we can't let them win that siege, that's for sure. I will refill the garrison. And then we need to try to merge up with all of our armies that we have down here created. Yeah, we have to try to stop this new stack of Khmer. They have a lot of stacks right now to try and fix our country up. I think we can win this war, but it's tricky. Yeah. It'll be nice to stop having to pay Khmer infinite money. I'm getting so much war exhaustion. Oh, we have the stupid enforced peace thing where it deletes the months at war bonus. I think this doesn't let, I don't think it actually works unless they patched it. Maybe they patched it. Maybe it will actually let us enforce peace. We have to just believe that it will let us enforce peace. We have to believe. We have to believe. My army is so weak. It's kind of gotten quite a lot weaker because it's yeah, slowly dying over time. I'm pretty sure that I cannot fight their stacks anymore, which is not ideal at all. They actually made it work. Okay, you can't demand money or anything, but we can demand money because we have it for 545 days. Very good. We get our independence. Amazing. The war is over. Okay. That's good to see. You can declare rivalries? Okay, I'll rival Ayutthaya. Yeah, I mean, we're not like by far the strongest country in the region yet, but we are slowly growing. Oh, I see Majapahit has shrunk a lot. That's nice. Or at least they lost Palembang, which is a nice little thing. Meaning we'll actually be able to expand into Sumatra without having to deal with the great Majapahit destruction. Oh, also they don't have Sunda. I thought they had Sunda before, so they might have lost that too. Or maybe I'm just crazy and they never had it. I'm not really sure for sure. I'm not really 100% sure on that one, right? Oh, yeah, most of the army maintenance is just because it's reinforcing. But I might have too much army. I'm gonna consolidate regiments. Yeah, I don't think we can afford to have that much army long term, really. Oh, we have itinerant court, right. Um, where do I want to have my capital is a question. And, um, I kind of want to put it in here. I think it's kind of slightly worse long or short term because Malacca doesn't actually have a natural harbor, meaning we'll have kind of bad proximity there, but I mean, it should be pretty much equivalent to this. So yeah, it'll still have 60 proximity, but like long term, I like having that as our capital, or Johor Lama would be decent too, but yeah, they're basically the same. So I'll pick that as my capital. It's like not going to be as good in the very short term, but I like it long term because it's a good natural harbor. Apparently, I ended up in a union with Brunei, and Majapahit has declared war on them. Well, Majapahit has a very big navy and a lot of troops, so I don't really know that we can win this war. Actually, they're kind of surprisingly willing to peace with me. I guess oh, military balance is just currently in our favor. I guess they don't have actually that many regulars. Yeah, they don't have many regulars. I guess that's the reason. I could try to ship some troops over to Brunei, I guess. The only, like, how much fleet do they have that's regulars? Oh, they have 105 fleet. That's a lot of galleys. We definitely lose the naval battle. So I'm just going to hide my fleet for now, and we're gonna hope that they just invade Brunei and don't invade me. Yeah, I forgot to check if I could promote institution after getting independence, and the answer is still no. I'm actually very confused why I'm not able to. I don't know. My country is just getting destroyed by Majapahit. Why? Why does Majapahit hate me? I hope they just decide to spend most of their war score on Brunei. I hope. Well, yeah, the Majapahit is sort of just occupying my country. I do expect them to take most of the war score against Brunei. I really gotta hope for that. Okay, the peace deal was made. Did they take any land from me? Let's see. So far, it's looking like a no. I don't see anything they took from me. Yeah, I don't think they did. Okay. Well, that's good. We did get a lot of war exhaustion from that war, though, so it's not like we came away from that without any problems. We got all. Oh, we have the ability to use promote institutions now, though. Okay, well, that's good. Very good. Yeah, now we've got a good chance. Oh, I need to. Oh, that's the problem. You have to actually be able to see the institution. Okay, that's an interesting requirement. I was not aware of that requirement. We can now embrace the pike and shot. That's going to be a nice institution to embrace. I will want to do some text here. I'm not sure exactly what's going to be most important. I mean, we probably want to go for, yeah, we want to go down for this minus 10% trade range used over sea and merchant quarters, I guess. Those will both be pretty important for us. And then we want like training fields, military tactics. Probably around then we'll have New World, which will give us more good stuff to research. Annexing East Kra. Nice. That should put us over the requirement to form Malaya. Very nice. We're going to get our Masters of Spice and Expert Hagglers. This will mean I have to redo my texts. Yeah, because we want to go for these texts immediately. Experts, Expert Hagglers. Oh, that's pretty far down in the tree. You get 10% trade capacity and minus 4 in buildings cost along the way. I do like Navy maintenance. That's going to be nice along the, around there because, yeah, the cost of Navy maintenance is kind of high. You're spending 16 ducats on that right now. So getting that reduced would be nice. And then we also have trade range used. Yeah, expert hagglers. Wait, we are going for that. What am I missing? I feel like there's something I'm missing that's important. I'm gonna look through the Age of Traditions. Oh yes, here it is. The plus 33% cloves output is what I was missing. Okay, now we got all the important texts. Apparently my name is still Malacca, even though I'm Malaya. Interesting. Apparently I've been having this privilege. Yeah, we should not be having that privilege. That's not a good privilege. Let's bribe the peasants to not have a revolt. But yeah, giving minus production efficiency is not good. Yeah, looks like yeah, the printer shops are not very profitable. We need to get more production efficiency if possible. But yeah, that modifier was not helping, that's for sure. I should probably try to go capital economy at this point. I mean, plutocracy push is not really helping us because unless we actually have like a parliament debate helping us, we can't push it. So yeah, I'll try to push capital economy. I'll also do most profitable first. That'll help me push capital economy more. Is there anything else I could easily do to push capital economy? Um, tax farming. I could do that, but it makes the estates mad. Could give out more privileges to the burghers, but I really don't want to make them have infinite power. Minus 20% trade range used overseas. We still don't have like naval value or anything, so I imagine our trade range used overseas. Yeah, it's not actually. Oh wait, we have land value? Yeah, we need to push away from that, if possible. Maybe I should go low army maintenance. That should help me push naval value a little bit. There isn't any amazing ways to easily push naval value, which is a little bit unfortunate. Navy audits policy, maritime law. Yeah, there's not really anything great to help push it without having pretty big costs to us. We want to push navals, we can get that minus 10% trade range used overseas, of course, which will be very nice. You can see we can already export to like Delhi. We can import, we're currently looking at, but export should be the same. We can export to every market we can see right now, but we'll reduce the trade maintenance and stuff if we get more trade range used modifiers, which will be nice. I should also start trying to look for more markets kind of soon, although we're kind of too poor to do that, I feel like. I got no CB by Hathawadi. Um, okay, they have 50,000 troops. But that's not great. I was just splitting up my navy because I wanted to do that. I think the war must have already been declared when I did that, but I didn't realize. Okay, we have 7,000 levies plus 3,000 professionals. I think we kind of just have to try to hold the fort we have here. I don't know. I am farming this navy for war score. Every time I beat it, it goes somewhere else, and then I insta-kill it, and then I get infinite war score. It's a little bit strong. Now I'm fighting their actual navy, so I'll just retreat real quick before that battle goes badly for me. I got a CB on these guys. Oh, I can't declare the war because I have my levies raised for this other war. Okay, well, we'll just use CB after then. Well, I'm just gonna give Hathawadi some money and fleet basing rights because, yeah, I don't want to fight that war anymore. They're a little bit better than me. Yeah, this is an interesting challenge. I really did not expect this run to be as hard as it has been. Just starting out as a single location in 1390 with the AI being so aggressive, it makes the game a lot harder than all the runs I've done before this. Time to peace out with these guys, uniting the Malay Peninsula. I think this is fully uniting the Malay Peninsula and giving us a little bit of a land on Borneo, which actually might not be great. Because, yeah, maybe this makes us go into conflict with Majapahit. Majapahit is very scary. We're maybe getting close to the point where we can fight them, but, like, still we're not there at all right now. I mean, I should try to make a bigger navy. Yeah, we're gonna get Carax from this tech research. Once we get Carax, we can actually build a navy that's, like, good enough to beat Majapahit. I assume with Carax we would be able to beat them, right? Hosiala has, like, united all of South India. Yeah, the AI is so much more good at consolidating this patch. Well, that's lucky. We get an event that gives us plus 10 plutocracy. Peasant. We got someone in the peasants that's in our court, and apparently he joins the burghers, and we get 10 plutocracy. And you know what that means? 95 plutocracy. Oh, I'm in a union. I need to get out of the union if I want to form this. Um, hmm. So I need to, like, change my succession law, assuming that we don't have the same succession law right now. We have cognatic, and we have cognatic. So yeah, we need to change succession law to someone else. We need to get out of this crown prince. Matrilineal non-exclusive, I guess we would go. And then we have to wait for our ruler to die, I guess. And then we can flip republic. Yeah, I guess I could go matrilineal non-exclusive. Well, this is why we don't like being in a union with Brunei. Majapahit has declared war on me yet again. They actually want to peace out with me, but I can't peace out with them until at least a year has passed, right? So I had just brought my fleets out. I just brought this fleet out at least. That's unfortunate that we have to go back to defending our country again. Yeah. I'm getting sieged down by Majapahit. Hopefully Brunei pieces out soon. I mean, they're like halfway to getting to 20 war exhaustion. They are getting like half a war exhaustion per month. So, I mean, at worst, it'll be like 20 months till they hit max war exhaustion and then we get peace. But, like, we're going to get a lot of war exhaustion in that time. I need to get my capital back or else we're actually going to get a lot of war exhaustion. Yeah, you can see they're at 10.04 now. So they went up quite a lot, but we're also going up a lot of war exhaustion, and I would prefer to not have a billion war exhaustion, you know? Oh, I think my navy just got killed. Or one of my navies got killed because they like sieged down the thing. I guess I'm gonna put my navies like here. Yeah, it's really not ideal. I don't know why Majapahit isn't just piecing out. Like they should easily have enough troops to, or they should easily. Brunei has no war enthusiasm, so they should be able to get a 100% peace deal, I feel like. Well, apparently our error has become the same as theirs again, so we need to swap succession laws again. Brunei, lost the war. What happened? Why have I lost my map modes? Okay, clicking on my country has returned the map modes. I have no clue why I lost the map modes and stuff. Um, yeah, we got a lot of war exhaustion from that war. A lot. Oh, did I forget to have a count member on reducing war exhaustion? We need to try to reduce war exhaustion if possible, because, yeah, that's not very good. Oh, did I actually lose anything? Because I have revanchism, but I don't think I lost anything. Or no, I did lose this stuff, actually. I think you can get revanchism without losing stuff, but yeah. Hopefully our ruler will die soon so that we can become a republic. Guys, I promise this isn't rigged. My ruler died right after I said that. I... That's crazy, RNG. Okay, it's literally right after. Um, I'd need to have greater than 80 legitimacy and greater than 0 stab to better become a republic. Okay. I've been declared war on Ayutthaya, so I'm gonna give them some money to go away. Cause yeah, I'm not ready to fight a war yet. I need to get training fields, and then I can actually get a good amount of manpower and fight wars, I think. It seems like there's some weird stuff where paying very little for food can result in you getting all the food you need. Like I was getting 400 with paying like half. Now I think probably as province food gets low enough, I'll better do it with paying like this little. So that's like a little bit weird, but I mean I'm gonna take full advantage of this. Reform into a republic. We do it. That replaces royal decree. Okay, well, we're gonna replace royal decree with Where is it? Merchant Republic. This does give minus speed of integration, but it's so worth it for minus 25% trade maintenance, plus 50% trade capacity, minus 50% foreign buildings cost, and plus 25% trade income. So right now we're making 91 from trade. We'll put this in and then we'll wait a couple of months and see what our trade income has gone up to. Yeah, let's see. From 91 to Grantham Seat and Council. Okay, we're currently at 93. Oh yeah, we have to wait for the effects to actually go in. So we'll check in 1479. Well, there it is with 204 trade income now. That's quite the jump. Yeah, that's the power of being a merchant republic. Basically doubling our trade income, even though our republic power did actually go down. Yeah, we need to start trying to revoke some of these burgher privileges maybe. But they're all kind of good. I guess we don't need plutocracy anymore, so we can maybe revoke, um, oh, trade monopolies we definitely want to revoke. Did I put that in? I must have accidentally gave that to them at some point. Formal guilds we can revoke, and trade monopolies. That'll make their power go down pretty significantly if we can revoke those two. Yeah, that's an insane fraction of our income. I mean, there's like no reason not to go max stab spending and diplo spending when you're making that much money, right? I should be spy networking Palembang. I guess they discovered my spy network at some point, because I definitely was doing it. I just unlocked merchant quarters, so I'm now going to upgrade all of my marketplaces to merchant quarters. You're just getting 1.5 times the trade capacity. That'll mean another maybe 80 ducats of profit. It's not going to be exactly 1.5x because obviously trade gets less profitable the more trade capacity you have, but it's going to be pretty good. Yeah, we currently have 100 trade capacity, making 300 profit in this node, so it'll be good to make more. Trade income is sitting at 250 right now, almost. I'm going to give Hathawadi some money so that they go away. Because, yeah, they're kind of difficult to fight. I'm also starting an exploration because I want to start exploring to Europe. I think I'm currently exploring Gulf of Oman. Wait, what do you mean it's stalled? Oh, right as I look away, now it needs tools. Oh, and it's in this market. Tool. I guess they just don't. Oh, that market's pretty short on tools. Hmm, that's unfortunate. Surely supply and demand will fix itself. Maybe I should make a second market like here or something? I mean, market access here is actually really low. I don't know if it's optimal, but I'm gonna build a new market in Singora. It'll make a trade maybe a little bit less profitable, but all these places that have sub 50 market access should get fixed. Apparently I have enough favors with Khmer that I can ask them for money, or I could ask them to improve cultural opinion. Oh, I guess I'll ask them for money. That's a little bit weird that I have so many favors with them. Seems like being someone's subject just gives you a billion favors with them, because I know whenever I'm the overlord, my subjects always ask me for money. Well, I've got my CB now. I'm gonna start invading Sumatra. I don't know how much of Sumatra we'll actually be able to conquer in this war. Yeah, we can get a decent percentage of it. I mean, like, this is not even considering the cost reduction once we occupy the forts, because obviously right now the forts are costing a lot of war score. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm shipping my troops across, and then yeah, we should be able to win. We don't have any artillery yet. We're gonna get a lot of manpower soon because we're very close to training fields, and then we'll actually be able to have a really big army, and yeah, we'll be in a lot better situation once we have that big of an army. Are we actually just gonna have no food? I'm pretty sure if I occupy the province capital, I should have a lot of food, right? At least a little bit. Yeah, yeah. It looks like we have some food now. Try to go on these forts. They have 14,000 troops. I don't know how much troops do they have that are like regulars. 1,500? Well, I'm trying to fight their navy. It's a very close battle. I think I actually am losing this naval battle. Yeah, I think I was losing that. Because actually half my navy is cogs and the other half is barks. So we don't really have a great navy. Oh, they're going for my capital. I need to ship this set of troops back to defend. Go there, cross, take back the capital. They beat up my army that was sieging the fort? Dang, that's not good. Dang, this was a little bit harder than I would have hoped. But they just landed troops on me. It's crazy. They just like landed troops directly on me. What? Okay, Palembang is a little bit stronger than I expected. Unlocked training fields, I'm spamming a bunch of them. We don't actually have many rural locations in our south, so mostly they're going up in the north. The only thing with that is that we don't have too great of control up there. Although I'm gonna try to project maritime presence here. It's a little tough. I need to try to stop them from like re-landing our capital or anything, because that would be really bad if they land our capital. Got more troops back over here again, so I can hopefully stop their armies from killing my army trying to siege the fort. They've got a navy fighting me again. I have an admiral this time, so maybe I can win. My odds, it's kind of looking okay. Yeah, okay, we win that battle, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we win that. Okay, good to see. Bruh, my troops are are just getting obliterated. How? Does Palembang have like, oh, they actually have a lot of regulars in that stack. I was like, what? How am I getting so obliterated in that battle? But, hmm. Yeah, Palembang is surprisingly strong. Dang. What? Okay, I guess I have to retreat across the strait and try to recoup troops with the new training fields to get enough manpower to actually win this war. I guess I can also build Carracks to actually have a good navy now. That'll be good. Build up some Carracks and then also more barks. Um, what? Why can I not build more? I don't have copper in the market? New World has spread to enough of my country. I guess I can queue up some New World text after I'm done with getting Falconet and this Navy morale. The Navy morale is going to be pretty important. But we'll finally be able to go into open sea exploration, which will be very good. Also, of course, go for the plus 50% trade range, plus 250 trade range, minus 10% trade range used overseas. A lot of very important modifiers to get here. I should raise levies. That'll make this war a little bit easier. Yeah, I'm gonna raise levies, and I think we just need to go for it. I'm not getting very much manpower. It's all going to reinforcing the armies. And yeah, it's gonna take a lot to reinforce. So I'm just gonna let's unselect this 1400 stack, and then I'll try to ship everything else across into Sumatra again. Maybe this time with some levies helping us out, we will actually be successful. Split. I can send 5,000 across at a time. Okay, good. I can't actually send the rest of the stack across because it was actually like just barely able to send the one stack across. I got a fort finally. I should refill the garrison. And I need to retake this because, yeah, we're having food problems. If I retake this, this army on the fort should stop having food problems. Well, I can now annex the entirety of Signature. Or wait, what? Apparently, did they get war enthusiasm or something? Oh, they reclaimed the Wargle. I, I was about to sign a peace deal, but they reclaimed the Wargle. Dang. Okay, we can now peace out with Palembang. Full annexation of their subject. Very nice expansion of Malaya into all this new land. Now, I'll see how many of my people I can reasonably put on integrate province, and then I would guess I'll probably give most of the rest of the stuff to subjects. I think I want to keep the changing societal values going towards capital economy. Or actually, we are pushed pretty much as far as we're going to go towards capital economy for now, so maybe you can have them. Unless there's a new value we want to push. Maybe naval, actually. Maybe I should just have this guy on pushing naval. Yeah, I'll do that actually. And then I'll have you on helping me integrate another province. And then I will give away the rest to subjects. Hmm. Yeah, I guess I integrate this. And then I will release the rest as fiefdoms. Or I can't release fiefdoms. I figure out I'm a republic, so I don't have fiefdoms anymore. But I will release the rest as vassals. Yeah. Something like that. I guess that's another province. Well, I guess we can release that because we'll get a CBI on these guys and we can feed them that after we do that too. We got a bunch of historical subjects I could have released too. Is there anything that's actually this? Everything there is kind of too big. So yeah, I'll release another custom subject here. I don't know how much of Diplo capacity this is going to take from me. Yeah, only like one of my Diplo capacity. That's not too bad. Apparently Palembang is an ally of these guys, but I'm still gonna declare war on them. Religious war. And let's see yeah, they have some forts, but this war shouldn't be too hard, I think. Do I want to go for the southern forts first? Probably. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the south. We actually don't need the north. I think my goal is gonna be to full annex these guys, and then from there, if we full annex them, we'll get these guys as a subject of ours. Okay, I'm losing that battle. Gotta retreat. I guess raise more levies. Yeah, I gotta raise levies so I can actually fight this war, I guess. My professional armies are just not strong enough yet. I mean, I should be getting this age's pro armies. That would probably help out a little bit. Yeah, I have the falconets. I should be recruiting some of those to use as helping me siege, right? That would be good. That's 6,000 levies that I can try and ship across to help me out a little bit. I got defeated in Jambi. I mean, I'm coming in with a new army. Hopefully I don't lose too much siege progress. I know that the siege progress doesn't go away instantly, so if I'm like a week later, no, I lost most of it. Now it's down to just being 2 siege progress. I feel like I had way more than that. I feel like I was above 0% siege chancing. Okay, well, unfortunate. Okay, I can now annex them. This was a little bit tricky, but we got it done. Okay, now we got these guys as a new vassal. We got all this new land. I guess I should feed these guys their whole province now. And then I think I'll keep the rest of the land that I conquered in this war for myself. Um, I can't because I'm in a different war right now. Oh, right, I have this rebellion war going on. Um, yeah, I'm not actually really sure. I guess there's just some sort of secession that happened in Barao, and now we're involved in it. So I guess I should try to kill their army and stuff. Hmm. Okay, the war got white pieced, so now I can give some land. So I'll go you. Seed province. Nice. Interesting that Majapahit is kind of collapsing. Oh, Sunda and Demak have taken their capital. That would explain why Majapahit has lost like so much of their economic base. That'll be good for when we end up fighting them, because we are definitely going to need to fight them. They control the Spice Islands, which we need to take the Spice Islands because they contain plus 500% cloves output. Cloves. These cloves are ridiculous. 500% is so much. Tournay isn't even getting nearly max value out of them because they towned these locations. Why would you town these locations? I should start doing more explorations now that I have the tech to explore everything. Yeah, getting these oceans unlocked will make everything else significantly less distance, probably. That'll help out a lot. Looks like I don't have any more explorers to send. Okay. Oh, they capped this at 1,000 cost to explorers? At least that's what it seems like. Okay, I'll hire a couple of explorers. That's not that expensive. Indian Equatorial Current? Yeah, we can do that. Um, Indian South Equatorial Area? Yeah, we can do that. Um, hmm. Pacific Kuro area? No, that's not important. Northern Somalia, I will actually explore so we can maybe see some of the countries over there. Although we don't have diplomatic range over there at all. If we could become like a duchy or something, we could get a little bit more diplomatic range. But that would make our war score cost significantly higher. And we need to get prestige for that, which we are not getting. I can quickly annex this secessionist subject we have. You can see secessionists are really fast to annex. You get. Wait, that's interesting. You might want to feed stuff to your secessionists. I wonder if you could do that and like effectively but annex the vassal 5 times faster than normal because of that. That might be useful, but yeah, we're gonna annex them super quickly. It'll give us some territory over here. I am building a spy network on Brunei. Oh, I can't justify religious war because they are Sunni. I guess I'll have to use Parliament CB if I want to fight Brunei then. I'll develop the interior parliament. I'll justify a CB on Brunei. Um, yeah, deck that war. I don't imagine Brunei is going to be very hard. Yeah, it doesn't look like they have any forts or anything. So I should just be able to like grab this 27 stack, grab a 1.6k stack of troops, and go land the capital and win the war. Or actually, where did I say is the war goal? Lower Rajong. Uh, where is Lower Rajong? Yeah, it's this one. So I should go for that first, probably. Our trade income is so high, we have more income from trade and tax than Great Britain does by like 20% or 30% or something. Yeah, we're getting so much money from trade. Our tax base is like a fourth of Britain, but we have more trade. We have so much more trade income that we have a higher income than them. The power of being in Asia, in Europe, it's just you just can't make this much money from trade at all in Europe. There's a full annexation on Brunei. Luwu took one of their locations before we could. I think Luwu might be my next target of invasion. Currently just building a spy network on them. Tondo wouldn't be too bad, but I think Luwu I should do first. I don't know if they're one warring, or if they're one warable. No, they're not. Probably two warable with us being a duchy, I mean a county, and they're a kingdom. Yeah. Plus 50% trade range. That is a pretty nice modifier. That'll make us require less trade capacity to do all of our trades, I think. And we can now see the Adon market. I guess I should try to explore southern Yemen to be able to actually trade with that market. Yeah, it says it's gonna take a long time to explore, but we'll go for it. That'll be nice to see a market that the Mamluks can trade with, and then the Mamluks can sell it to Europe or whatever. Interestingly, it seems like characters that you hire for exploration or something, there's some bonus giving this guy plus 0.5 from being an explorer. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's because he has an explorer trait, even though it's a negative one that he's getting that. I'm really not sure. We should be trying to do as much exploration as possible in the next little bit, though, because in 1537, when it becomes the Age of Reformation, we will lose out on the plus 0.25 exploration monthly progress that you get for being in the Age of Discovery. Well, it's going to cost a lot of stab, but I'm going to revoke trade monopolies from the burghers, because, yeah, it gives them a lot of power, and it reduces our trade capacity, and I don't like either of those things. I want to have all of the trade capacity in the world. And I want to have all of the Republic power in the world, because both of those things mean more trade income. My expeditions to South Yemen and Somalia have finished, so now I should be able to actually see the Adon thing, which means I might be able to trade with it. I don't know that this is actually going to have significantly different prices, but it probably has decent prices. No, it looks like Indians or something are already selling it cloves or whatever. Because yeah, that's the pretty much normal price that we're selling it for is like 5.5. Looks like Adon has similar. Burgers are importing it. Hmm. I'm gonna declare war on Palembang. Just got over the minus 50 stab minimum to declare a war. Where is this fort? Okay, it's there. That fort only has 73 garrison. We should be able to pretty easy assault it. I do have some falconets in my army now, so that I can siege forts a little bit faster. And once I'm done with all these techs that I'm currently researching up to diplomatic range, I'll probably go into a normal infantry unit so that I can get 400 stacks instead of 200 stacks. I should also probably go for this, what's it called? Military tactics. There's 114 garrison. Is that worth assaulting? I'll assault it. Okay, that was a bad idea. I shouldn't have assaulted that. I mean, it's not losing us, like, an insane amount of guys, but it was not worth it at all. Why am I losing morale randomly now? I really don't know. I'm gonna try moving half of the troops off of the siege so that they can hopefully recover some morale, and then assault the fort. I'm actually quite confused. I guess maybe they don't have food is why they're just not getting morale. But we should be able to assault this fort now. Yeah, I should not have assaulted that fort. But once we did the first assault, it was worth continuing, right? Probably. I just beat up their army. Now I'm gonna go for the siege of Palembang itself. This is a tough choice between trade colonies to make our foreign buildings cost minus 100% like everywhere, or settle colonies for doubling our monthly colonial migration. I think I'd go trade colonies. It's not actually doubling, of course, because there are other modifiers for colonial migration, just to make sure we get our foreign buildings cost super low. I should be trying to improve relations with people to build trade offices. Unfortunately, my diplomatic range is really just so small If we look at the diplomatic map mode, we cannot even reach Orissa. Oh, we are literally one diplomatic range away from being able to range Orissa. Yeah, if we could get a little bit more range, that would be very nice. To be able to range like Ming and stuff. So the plus 33% Diplo range tech should help us out with that fairly soon. I should really build roads inland here. That would help out a lot with proximity. Yeah, I imagine there aren't really many roads inland, but if I just build up some random roads, we should have much better proximity that way. Okay, I'm gonna peace out Palembang. I have enough war score to conquer all but one of their provinces, unfortunately. I don't think that there's a way I can get the war score to conquer the final province. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there isn't. Could I? No, there's no vassalized option in religious wars for some reason. Can I take any of these locations individually? I feel like I had it at 100 war score, but okay. Whatever, we'll take one tick of money, and peace out for Palembang. Yeah, now we own the vast majority of Sumatra. Very nice. I guess I'll give this subject another province, because they should be able to integrate it now that their other province is already integrated, right? And then maybe I release a subject down here. Cloves. We have got some cloves here that I would love to take advantage of, but I should probably just release these as subjects temporarily. Yeah, I'll release 2 vassals down here. We're really just getting quite a lot of decentralization from all these vassals I'm releasing. I kind of want to go centralization eventually because the crown power is so nice, but I'm going to have to annex all my subjects if I want to do that. Now I have Indian sea trade. That means we're starting to really stack up our trade range used over sea modifiers. You can see minus 41%. I believe minus 60% is the cap that is reasonably possible. There might be another minus 10% that's possible. The 10%, or the 19% or so that we're missing right now is coming partially from naval and partially from a government reform that we can get. Once we, I think it requires 50 mercantilism and 50 naval or something. Not exactly sure. Here it is, state-backed merchant fleet. I believe this is 50 mercantilism and 50, what's it called? 50 naval, and you get minus 10% trade range used over sea. My CB on Luwu is going to run out pretty soon, so I should declare that war. It looks like Tondo is already at war with them, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue. I guess I can start building a spy network on Tondo. Oh wow, Orissa is expanding a lot in this area. Where does Tondo even exist right now? I guess it's just up here in the Philippines. Yeah, we'll start making a spy network on them. I imagine they're going to peace out with Luwu for a bunch of land pretty soon. That seems pretty likely. Too big of an army. Can I get like half my army and send it over to Luwu? No? Okay, I guess we'll have to send over a total of like 3k between our 2 stacks. That should be mostly enough. Oh, our ruler has died. Now we're gonna get an election soon to choose a new ruler. Our last ruler was pretty bad, so hopefully we can get a good one now. I guess we don't have any amazing choices. This bottom option is the best one, 57, 85, 83. It's still not amazing, because, yeah, 57 admin skill is not perfect, but Diplo and mill skill are pretty good. I'm gonna evacuate my armies. They're sort of just dying of attrition, and I think we just have to wait for Tondo to eventually peace out, or for Luwu to hit 100 or 20 war exhaustion. Yeah, just bring our troops back, and we will be back once Tondo pieces out. Hopefully I can fit this army on as well. Yeah, I can. Okay, that's good. Bring him back to Malaya, or Sumatra. Yeah. Oh, looks like Tondo finally pieced out, so I guess I need to go back over there now. I guess I should combine these ships into one. I don't know how many troops I'll be able to ship over. I can do a 4K stack. Okay, that should be good to beat Luwu and get some land. You guys have 16 war exhaustion, so they should not really have any morale. I can now full annex Luwu. Very nice expansion. We're slowly expanding. Yeah, Majapahit. Yeah, Majapahit's still pretty big, but I mean we're getting pretty strong in comparison to everyone else in this region at this point. I have 11,000 manpower spare at this point. Yeah, that's good. I should try to ship at least this 4K stack back to Sumatra probably. It's taking me a really long time to annex these guys over here. Should I release this as subjects? I think no. I've got too many subjects to annex over here already. I've now explored eastern Madagascar. I'm gonna do some colonization over here because, oh, interesting that it's not letting me decide where to have as my source from for colonization now. Yeah, I'm gonna colonize over here because I want to have a place to colonize South Africa and stuff from that I don't have to spend a billion naval range to reach. We'll probably have to export tools and stuff to this market, or maybe not. Sofala market actually might have stuff. I can now upgrade all my units from men-at-arms to halberdiers and start creating more halberdiers. That'll be good. Yeah, with all these halberdiers, we should be able to invade Sunda, and then from there we'll have a connection to, what is their country called? Majapahit. I don't know, the game is lagging a little bit there. Yeah, that should be enough halberdiers to stand a pretty good chance against Sunda. I guess we should build up some more cogs for this navy. Yeah, that'll help out a bit with ensuring that we can actually land them, right? Well, I'll deck Sunda, and I guess I'll co-belligerent Tondo because Majapahit won't join. Religious war? Yeah, I think we should be able to win this war. I mean, they have more troops than me, but their troops are not regulars, so we should be able to win it fairly easily, I think. Let's not land directly on their stack. That would be a bad idea. They're trying to fight my navy. I'm pretty sure I win that naval battle, right? I have 10x their navy size. So, yeah. What? Oh, okay. I thought that battle was my navy going there, but no, no, no. Oh, now they're there? Okay, maybe... Bruh, they're just gonna keep naval fighting me to stop me from crossing the strait. Okay, I accidentally landed their stack. Well, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I think it might be fine. I think this army I'll have retreat into here, and then I'll also have this army go there. And then, oh, they're following me. That's not very nice that they're following me. In fact, that's very bad that they're following me. Or actually, I get in first, so I do get a little bit of morale recovery, except that I don't have food, so I actually don't get that much morale recovery. Um, well, this is really not an ideal fight. Hmm. Do I have to retreat? Dang. Okay. Battles are not going to plan. Yeah, dang. That's unfortunate that Sunda is being so good with their AI. No, the AI is cheating. How is it this good? The, the AI is actually just being way too smart. Oh, apparently the boat has enough to fit everything. Why do they not just do that? Okay. Oops. Um, is there a province? Dang, do they have no province capitals that I can land for food? Can I ask Majapahit for food, maybe? Purchase food access? No, I don't want to do that. Maybe I can improve relations with Majapahit and get food and military access from them. Okay, well, I guess I just go for it now that I know that I have the ability to ship them all at once. We now, with that Diplo range tech, we can now actually Diplo range Ming, which is nice. I'm slowly trying to improve with the Orissa so we can build trade offices in them and see how good that goes. I think I want to assault this fort. I have the better troops now, so I should be able to assault this. Oh, they fought me as I was assaulting? Bruh, the AI is too smart. That's actually insane. Okay, we go for the assault again. Maybe this time we get it in time. Come on. Yes, we actually got the assault through. Okay. Now, I think I want to refill garrison and then leave before they kill me. Apparently there's a rebellion going on in my country. I didn't realize this was happening. I don't know what this is a rebellion of. Okay, looks like this is an Eastern Buddhist rebellion. Well, we are getting kind of close to being able to piece it out. We just need 70 acceptance, right? And 10 war score. So if I just occupy a tiny bit, I should be able to get it. Or why is this 100 lower? Shouldn't this be 5 lower? Oh, they do not desire anything more is in there. Okay. Since they recently made it so secessions actually cost less than the normal war score to annex instead of more, we don't have to spend the 70 war score to do it, since I just occupied the capital. So that's nice. Now I can ship these troops back across. I should move this navy out of the way to make sure it's not the one that these guys go into. And yeah, we'll ship it back here. For some reason, they only have a 180 stack trying to siege the fort, which is obviously not enough troops. If they were to put the main stack on, maybe I'd try to fight them in the siege. I don't know. I'm gonna bring my army across. I hope I can beat this 20k stack. We'll see. Hopefully the icon will be green. If it's not, then I'll have to figure out what I want to do. Okay, the icon is green. Surely we can win this battle. Surely the power of regulars will defeat levies. Surely we got this, right? And we're losing some men, but not many. Yeah, we're actually doing pretty good. I'll take 20 or 10 synesized. Synesized is always good. Okay, we do like 3-to-1 casualties. That's like the bare minimum casualty ratio we can do. That's okay. I guess I go for this. This should get auto-sieged soon enough. Yeah, it is. Okay. I don't have any artillery left. Dang. I need to try to blockade this fort so that we can get it sieged in a reasonable amount of time. But we still don't have any food. I guess if I siege that, we should be able to get a little bit of food. Khmer offers me alliance. I think I take it. I just realized I could use my navy to get food. That helps a little bit. Oh, our ruler died again. Now we have to do another election. I don't think any of the options are that good. I checked them kind of recently. Oh, the bottom one isn't that bad. You. Oh, I got the fort. It kind of makes sense to do a peace deal like this with Sunda, I think. I don't know. Korea is occupying Tondo right now. I guess I can go for the capital fort. Yeah, it's gonna be a little tricky, but I guess with the food distribution from the boat, we've saved everything. These guys have very low war enthusiasm right now. Only they think we have the military advantage. I guess because of our subjects, yeah. Apparently I have to give the colony tools or else it can't get people. Okay, I'll remove a little bit of trade automation. Okay, apparently that button doesn't work. I have to do this manually. Or that way. Trade, no, not trade. Tools. Oh, I don't have tools there. Okay, re-automate trade. Where would I have tools that I could export from? Here? Will it let me export from there? Maybe it will let me export from here. Oh, I can't even see the Sofala market. That's a bit of a problem. Okay, I got the fort now. Okay, I can't quite peace out for full annexation. Maybe if I peace out Tonda for a white peace, that should give me 100 war score. Oh, this is the rebellion. We can annex the rebellion though. Yeah, now we have enough war score. As for maximum money that we can add. And yeah, that's a nice little bit of expansion into there. And we unlocked a new law, Republican power. There's a lot of good options here. 20% crown power, plus 1 cabinet seat, plus 20% efficiency of our cabinet. Honestly, it's quite hard to select one option here. I don't really know what's best. I mean, 20% crown power would be very nice. Oh wow, I'm so confused why my Republic power keeps going down. I guess it's because I'm annexing pops that have lower control, but yeah. It's unfortunate that my power keeps going down. So I could take the plus 20% power to try to keep it up. Or we could try to go for a plus 1 cabinet seat, which would be pretty nice to integrate faster with. It's a tough decision. I guess I take the cabinet seat. I do like 20% crown power, but cabinet seat is nice. Korea is doing so well this game. They're economic hegemon by a factor of 2. If I were as a great power, I would be the second economic hegemon. Yeah, I'd be second place for economic hegemon. I think it's time to fight Majapahit. They are in a rebellion right now, but I don't think that's going to be a huge issue. Might even let us do... I've heard there's a thing where if a rebellion wins while you're at war with the country that the rebellion is rebelling against, that you can, like, annex all the territory you occupied. Maybe we can have that happen here. Probably not. Get a new election, and this time we actually have a pretty good ruler choice. 72, 92, 89. And he's tolerant. Yeah, that's a really good ruler. I kind of want to spam counting houses everywhere, because my crown power is, kind of low. Only 25%. Maybe if I build counting houses everywhere, we can get that number up. Yeah, mass build counting house. I'm gonna build counting houses everywhere I can. Hopefully we can get it back up to like 30% crown power or something. I'm gonna try to get my relations with Orissa up to 100 so I can start giving them stuff. It looks like they are actually, I mean, so I can start building trade offices in their country. It looks like they're losing a war right now. But yeah, I'm trying to give them all this food access, military access, fleet basing rights, and then we give them like a small gift or something. And it should be just enough to get them to 100 relations. Well, we can theoretically get them to like 130 with a big enough gift, but we'll just do a small gift to get them to 100. I'll give them enough for like 12 relations. That should be plenty. Trade office. Now we can build quite a few trade offices in Orissa, I imagine. Actually, not as many as I was hoping. It looks like they're only on the coast. Is there oh, it has to be on the coast. Interesting. Okay, well, yeah, we're gonna build like 100 trade offices in Orissa, which should give me a little bit of trade capacity over there. I don't know if this market has anything that's like crazy good to sell. I mean, maybe elephants would be good to sell. I don't know. The thing with elephants is they cost a ridiculous amount to transport, but I imagine, no, the price is actually kind of high everywhere, so yeah, probably not worth doing anything with elephants. You got called into a war with Khmer, but it's not a huge deal. Um, hmm, I don't know. I guess we'll take -10 Republican tradition. Looks like we're doing pretty good against Majapahit. Yeah, they're just gonna have a little bit of East Java left after this war. And then, of course, also their stuff in Borneo. Or wait, I should be taking this, maybe. This is what I was actually initially planning on taking. Does it cost plus 66% war score? That's the question. It looks like it does not. Looks like they patched that. Does not cost normal war score. I do think I want to take that because, yeah, the Spice Islands are so nice. Plus 500% cloves is so big. So I'm gonna have to grab my fleet and try to transport it over to the Spice Islands. Well, I managed to fully occupy turn 8, but unfortunately Majapahit does not want peace yet, so I guess I will have to go back over there and fight them. I am going for like 100% war score pretty much. Okay, I'm gonna peace out for 98. We can't take this with 100% war score anyway, so I'll just do this. We're getting the Spice Islands. Very nice. It's amazing. Plus cloves output. There's another one here. Oh, but it doesn't have the bonus, so yeah. Not too important. Very nice to secure this island before China, whatever, conquers it. You know, that happened to me in my Netherlands game. I had to fight China for the Spice Islands, which was certainly interesting. How's our crown power doing? It has actually gone up because of the counting houses, I assume. And I guess our maritime presence is increasing, but also we just conquered more stuff from Majapahit, so control is, I don't know, probably staying roughly the same. I guess it's time to revoke another privilege. Oh wait, I don't even have enough stability yet? Okay, well soon enough we'll have 162 stab and I can try to revoke formal guilds or something from the burghers. Ternite market needs more trade capacity. It's a pretty profitable market. We need more merchant quarters. Mass build merchant quarters. Upgrade marketplaces to merchant quarters there. Remove all criteria. Upgrade more marketplaces to merchant quarters. It's only like 20 sea locations to get to this island, so we're gonna try to use our fleet as much as we can to spread it that way. I think I have 100 in this province. Yeah, I do. So what I want to do is split off a 15 stack. We want to get the 15 stack that doesn't have our admiral. Put it there. Then we move this to our next province. The province we want to do next is probably going to be this one. Yeah, that's going to be the most important province. That'll get us to, I forget what it sounds called, like the Malaccas or something. And then we want to do this one, this one, this one, this one, and we'll be in Tidor with like maybe 40% proximity. I guess, oh, there's like no good natural harbors. That is a little bit of a problem. Yeah. Well, we'll try to spread as much as we can. Well, I called Parliament hoping that I could get a CB for Maldives, but apparently it's too far away. So I guess I'll just request additional taxes. Then nobody want me to break my alliance with Khmer? Interesting. That would also give me a 10-year truce. Yeah, I'm just gonna, but I also want to revoke the privileges for the burghers, right? I kind of want to no CB Maldives to get a better place to have naval range for, because I want to explore into Egypt, you know? Yeah, I think I know CB Maldives right now, and then we can, revoke the privileges later, I guess. I mean, we are kind of running out of time to revoke the privileges, but Yeah, not a whole lot we can do about that. Here's our main transport navy. I'll put it like here. Oh, but my navy is actually stuck. Okay, I have to put my transport army here. And yeah, we're gonna try to kill the Maldives so we can have better naval range to explore into Egypt. Exploring into Egypt will be nice. There's the Maldives. Beaten. Very nice. Just a small little outpost. Oh, that. Wait. Or no, I think I was already exploring there. Okay. Good to see the Mamluks, though. Mamluks have around the same economic base as me, I think. Or no, they've got a little bit smaller. Maybe interesting to conquer the Mamluks at some point in this game so that we can, like, trade range Europe easier. That would be interesting if we conquer, like, Suez or something. Nice, I got the minus 0.1% maritime presence decay. That makes my maritime presence decay really small, only 0.2. I wonder if, like, how many places do I even need navies now? It's sort of an interesting question, because, yeah, zero point 0.2 is a lot of maritime presence, or very little maritime presence decay. That means that harbor capacity can get us a lot of the way there. Like, how much overkill are we here? Almost double, so we can probably split off, um, maybe 6 and still have enough. Like, what is this 8 stack giving me? 0.21? Yeah, that's just enough, so you can split off this 6 and bring it into this 102 stack. This area is done, meaning we can split off a 14 or 13. That seems fine enough. Hopefully that's good enough. 0.16. Okay, that's actually not quite good enough, so let's split off another 7. Yeah, okay. And then the main army can move on to, or the main navy can move on to this sea node now. Slowly working our way over to this area. I'm gonna give this communalism privilege to the tribes because I realized I was trending individualism, and I'm also going to change my guide that was changing societal values to quickly change communalism because I do want to get some communalism for the revoke privilege cost, so I can revoke the burger privileges. I'm gonna finish off Palembang. They have a coalition of a couple of other countries, but they're pretty small. I think they're all on this island of, I think it's Celebes. Yeah, Celebes or whatever. Got that fort here. There's actually 2 forts in Palembang. We should only need one of them to piece them out, I think. Interesting that the game is showing me the Hindustan formable. That's actually pretty weird that the game is showing me Hindustan as a formable, considering I would not have thought that Malay was a valid culture to form Hindustan with. They did change it so that you can now see formables without having your capital in the region. You used to need your capital in the region to see them. You still need your capital in the region to form them. That's I'm pretty sure about. India would be a good formable to form, but obviously it's not really practical to form unless we're going to like pretty much the end date. I'm sure the war score cost of Hoysala and Orissa is ridiculous. You know, 1.5 thousand, 1.6 thousand. Delhi is probably 1,000. Yeah, 986. So it would take so many wars to conquer India. Now I have the ability to become a duchy, which I mean is kind of okay. We would get 200 diplomatic range, but we would lose out on minus 10 war score cost. It's probably not worth it. I mean, the diplomatic range would be really convenient. My diplomatic range right now is pretty short. Like, I don't even range Yemen. Hmm. I kind of want to become a kingdom for the plus 500 diplo range, but I mean, like, staying duchy means war score costs are so low. Because we get like minus 10% against most countries, and against big countries, we can get minus 30%. Maybe have like minus 20% or something. It's probably better to stay a duchy. Mm. They should really patch that so that staying a duchy isn't worth it, but I think it is worth it for now. Um, integrate. I should probably integrate the other half of this island. You want to get to war with Majapahit again soon because they have a little bit of territory that we need. And see, these islands, we need them in order to start propagating control there because we don't have anything in this sea province that we want. Or wait, no, actually I'm wrong. We have this. Oh, okay. I really thought that I needed to fight Majapahit, but actually I don't. Or at least I don't for that reason. We still do want to fight Majapahit, but We don't have to fight them. I guess I didn't realize that conquering that was gonna let me do this. Yeah, now we have a little bit. Yeah, that'll give us the final tile. We need to start getting maritime presence on this island. Obviously, this will help us out getting more maritime presence on the island, but this is the last one we need to get at least some. Okay, I should be using this prestige I have to accept cultures. I'll accept this culture. Oh wait, what? Oh, I don't have enough pops. Okay, well I want to accept Sundanese and Javanese at least, because that way we can get cores on Java, which is going to be important. Is there any other cultures that are going to be important? No, we're going to get cores on most stuff from annexing subjects. Well, we're going to go to like minus 100 stab, but I need to revoke formal guilds. Yeah, minus 50% power for the burgers will help out a little bit. I mean, they're getting so much from our trade income being way above what our tax base is, but we need to try to weaken them as much as we can. 42% strength, maybe? Maybe 42. Maybe 42. We pray for 42% burger strength from that change. I mean, it might be actually lower than that. I might be underestimating my change, right? Yeah, 41.95. Okay, I was basically right. Okay, but we have 30% Republic power. That's a little bit better. Now it's 135 stability per privilege revoking. I should probably start pushing laws to help go centralization, because I do want to be centralized by the end of this run, if possible, to get that crown power up at least a little bit. Wait, what? Did I declare war on Majapahit? Oh no, I got sent into rebellion against them. Okay. Well, I guess this is a good thing. I think this will let me conquer Majapahit for a way cheaper. Because the conquest, yeah, the war goal should make it a lot cheaper. Like, let's see, if you look at no, they're not, they have the minus 66 or plus 66%, so it's not actually cheaper. It's not hugely more expensive either, but yeah, it's definitely not cheaper. I just unlocked the House of Parliament building. I'm gonna build that up. I should have unlocked this a little bit earlier, but it will be nice to get plus 20% crown power. Yeah, that's a pretty big jump. I mean, yeah, 20%. It's not huge, but it will make a difference for sure. Korea's fighting Majapahit at the same time. I'm going for this fort right now. Oh wow, I have no food here. Maybe I just assault this fort. This is probably a bad idea. Yeah, kind of. I don't know. I need to put this on like gathering food, distributing food. Can it gather food here? Probably not. Let's send it here and then back, and then that way it should hopefully distribute some food to this army. Make sure it doesn't die, hopefully. Recover some morale. And then, let's just assault again. It's gonna kill like the entire army, but we'll just better recover it. Yeah. Okay. It's just over 100 war score. Hmm. Just barely over 100 war score. Okay. Is this island cheaper war score? No. I guess I don't have to take either of those islands. Is there an island that I can take? I guess I can just take. No, that's 10 war score. What? Wow. I'm surprised that that is 10 war score. Um. Oh, maybe I should be separate piecing Majapahit? No, I can't. Okay. Hmm. What did I take extra? Oh, I took this extra? Yeah, it's hard to find something that's cheap. I guess I can take part of Borneo. Oh, it's so expensive. Hmm. Okay, I guess I'm taking this island, and then that's gonna be the war. Okay. Majapahit just chilling in very eastern Java now. Age of Reformation, I'm pretty sure is like the easiest Diplo pick ever. There's like nothing, yeah, I mean, yeah, there's just nothing good in the other trees, I'm pretty sure. Diplo is just so good. Actually, Mill has 20% siege ability, to be fair. But Diplomatic has 10% trade capacity, 2 dip rep, minus 10% trade maintenance, plus 1 max diplomats, and the two really good ones, plus 20% cabinet efficiency and plus 10% tax efficiency. They're not actually that good for our game. Minus 10 trade maintenance is pretty nice. I don't think that I can spawn any of the institutions. I guess we can take a look. Yeah, I don't think we can spawn that one. I think this one's Europe and North Africa exclusive. Is this one Europe? Yeah, okay. Only Confessionalism isn't Europe, North Africa exclusive. And we cannot spawn it because we are not 25 spiritualist, I think. Or are we? No, I'm 25 humanist. Nice thing about the Age of Reformation for trade is it gives a passive minus 25% trade maintenance. Unfortunately, the mercantilism value spawns, and the mercantilism value is kind of bad, but you're kind of forced to go it, because the other one is like impossible to push. I mean, we do need it to get the trade cost, or what trade range used over C thing in this run, but yeah, minus 2.5 trade efficiency is not great to see. Free trade would be really nice for 2.5 extra trade efficiency, although burger trade capacity is not so good. I think this country has the final market center that I do not control in this region, pretty much. Yeah, we control pretty much all of them. This one over here in Goa is kind of the only one that I don't control yet, but not for long. Yeah, gonna quickly defeat them. Oh, their capital? Yeah, we need to go for the capital. I don't think we need to occupy the forts. I think we can just annex them without it. Turns out I think we are going to siege the forts. It's kind of unfortunate that their stupid forts are unsieging their country when they killed their whole army. It's, yeah, it's unfortunate, but I think we're fine. What? But the capital is unsieging the stuff. I need like 3 different armies to fight this war. Um, yeah, okay. Let's split up 3 armies, I guess. Okay, now they're willing to accept full annexation. Nice. Now I control all the markets. I kind of want to delete this market because it's really small. Yeah, I just delete this market, I think. It costs 10 stability. Hmm. Maybe I should relocate it. No, there's no good place to relocate it to. I was hoping maybe it could relocate to there. No. Hmm. I think I just destroy it. Yeah. Oh yeah, I should swap off of favor the wealthy onto favor the ruler again. Get that 20% crown power. That will be very nice. I'm gonna temporarily go trade office network, I think, just so I can get diplomatic range to Yemen to spy network them. I'm like barely outside of Yemen's diplo range. I want to get like a bank ledger system, but I just barely don't have enough capital economy to do it. Yeah, this should let me diplo range Yemen, which will be good. I'm trying to build spy networks on whoever I can. Bro, what? I was spy networking Delhi. Why did my spy network go away? Dang, this is so sad. I've been trying to build spy networks so I can steal maps to see Europe. I wanna see Europe this way. I mean, this way is obviously another way we can do it, but this way is gonna be slower. It's gonna take till like 1600 probably to get to Europe. Wow, that amount of global trade progress is ridiculous. It's gonna get it so fast. There isn't even that many markets that have global trade yet. Oh, well, we already have global trade in this tile here. Wait, do we have confessionalism and stuff too? No, we don't. I guess they're not shown because we don't have any progress at all for them yet. They haven't spread to the east. Global trade, some of the Indians use promote institutions to get. The other institutions have not gotten over here yet. Looks like confessionalism is going to get. Oh, actually, confessionalism has spawned in Hoysala. That isn't a market capital, isn't it? Or is it to the side of a market capital? No, that's on a market capital, so we should be getting confessionalism soon. I was trying to use promote institutions thing, but it doesn't let me. I'm pretty sure at least. If I try to use promote institutions. Oh, it does let me now. It wasn't letting me before. Well, I will use that real quick to hopefully help me spread. No, it doesn't let me spread confessionalism at all. It has not spread to any institution, to any place you've discovered yet. Wait, what? I'm pretty sure it has spread to here, right? Confessionalism has spread there. What? I'm gonna deck Majapahit again. We're gonna have Sundanese rebels here soon. We got a lot of rebels that are building. We've been having rebels recently. Quite a lot, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know what I can really do to prevent these rebels from rising up. Yeah, Conquer just gives them minus 50, so the pops are kind of just mad. Hmm. I mean, it's kind of weird that the burgers are so unhappy. Yeah, I guess the burgers are only 70 satisfaction. That is pretty low for the burgers, really. My exploration of Australia is going pretty good. I guess I can explore the rest of Australia now. I just exploring the east. I don't know why I explored the east first, because Really, that's gonna have terrible proximity. The north and west is really what we would colonize if we're gonna colonize any of it, because that's the part that we would actually better get good proximity to. I can steal Lower Egypt maps from Somalia. Nice. I guess I have 40,000 manpower, so I should build up some more army. Yeah, we should build up a bigger army so that I can actually, win wars a little bit easier. I do maybe want to fight Korea, because I could, use takedown Hegemon against them and take everything for basically no war score. Korea's invading Majapahit, stopping me from annexing all of Borneo. How dare they? I hate Korea. Okay, I'll peace out with Majapahit for this. Not too bad. Yeah, now we own the majority of Borneo, which is nice. Grab these cogs. I did kill this army pretty badly because I tried to assault the fort and it did not work. I need to finish these wars before we get force pieced out, which would be very bad. Yeah, I don't want to get force pieced out. I should send this navy somewhere. I guess I'll go like here. I can steal maps of the Levantine Sea from Delhi, slowly making our way into seeing Europe. I was like 60 days away from these wars getting enforced white peace, so yeah, good thing we stopped that. Yeah, that would have been very bad if we got enforced white peace down. Yeah, I think most of the rebellions are over. We got so many rebellions. I'm gonna steal maps of, or actually, it's just the maps of Sinai, because I'm more certain that they'll see all of Sinai than the Levant. And then I'll steal the Levant from Delhi, or should I steal Eastern Mediterranean? No, I'll steal Levant, so we can see that market as well. I'm gonna try assimilating the pops on this place because the problem is I want to get cores here, but all of the cultures are so absurdly small. Like like 100,000 pops top. No, they're literally 40,000. Like 60,000 of that culture. Wow, that's such a huge culture. Um, so yeah, hopefully we can get them to assimilate because yeah, I mean we don't have very good control, but we need to try to assimilate as much as we can to get the cores going here. The reason I want to core it is because integrated gives separatism, and that means that I can't downgrade to rural, which means I can't make nearly as many cloves as I would have otherwise been able to make, which is very unfortunate. I can't take full advantage of my spice islands, bro. I need to take full advantage of these plus 500% cloves output. I'm gonna take my next map, Libyan Sea. Very, very slowly expanding into seeing maps of Europe. Wow, my trade income is 1,500 roughly. That's kind of ridiculous trade income for 1,550 as a country that was a one location country in 1390. We've gone up to 1,500 trade income. That's the power of Malaya's trade buffs. Oh wow, I'm surprised Somalia can see Central Mediterranean, but I'll take it. Ionian Sea from Delhi. Now we can see the outline of Sicily, Salerno, and Western Greece. That actually wasn't that useful. I kind of thought that was this sea. That's the Aegean, not the Ionian. Yeah, this one actually isn't that useful because I don't think there's any markets that are near this. I am gonna break my alliance with Khmer because I do kind of want to try to justify a what's it called? Take down Hegemon CB against them. Aegean Sea. Now we can see Constantinople. So my next steel maps, which I should be getting kind of soon, probably against someone. Somalia, maybe? Yeah, pretty soon we'll have Somalia, which we can steal maps of Constantinople area. I actually don't know what the Constantinople area is called. I know Byzantion is the name of the province, but I have no idea what the area is called. I mean, I think this side is called the Marmara area. I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea what the site is called. Ah, it's called Thrace. Thrace. Okay. Serbia. Serbia, of course, owns Thrace, except for Constantinople, which is, of course, owned by Georgia, which has 1,000 tax base. What is that compared to Great Britain? Great Britain obviously has a tax base that is 60% larger than Georgia. Yep, that tracks. Yep, that's crazy. Average AI game be like. The AI is so aggressive this patch. Mamluke's still doing good as usual, but like everything else, you can throw out you can throw your expectations out the window. Yeah, price of cloves there is pretty high, so we should be able to sell some good amount of cloves. Um, should be some good amount in Alexandria. Are we selling a good amount in Alexandria? I imagine. Is it taking the correct path? I heard that they made it so it can actually go through this path now. Yeah, it does. That's cool. That makes Alexandria a lot more reachable. And you can see we can also reach Thrace, which is very good. If we look at my trades, if I look after a couple months, I imagine we should have a trade. Yeah, we have trades from Constantinople. They're not actually as profitable as I would think they would be. I guess it costs a lot of trade capacity to go over here. No, there we go. Now I've got a 4 profit per trade capacity trade over here. Oh, the sound toll. We have to pay so much of our profit to the sound toll. Evil Georgia. I want my sound toll exemptions. I'm literally trading it to Constantinople. Don't you think you could not charge me the sound toll if I'm going to you? Well, the remaining privileges we have for the burgers really don't give them that much power, but I'm gonna revoke building rights. I need to get their power down a little bit more. I mean, 40% is not terrible Republic power, but I want more. Looks like Yemen can't see Italy. I guess I can take Maghreb from them. Yeah, Tunis isn't a bad market, I think. Yeah, Tunis has a decent demand for cloves. Well, it might not be optimal to embrace this while we're on negative 45 stability, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah, when you want to have some text to research. Oh, I'm actually yeah, I'm actually not researching anything, so that's gonna be good. Go down for this minus 10 trade maintenance, then go down for this plus 25% diplo range and trade range. Then from there we'll probably be doing, yeah, we're almost certainly gonna actually go into something in confessionalism before that. We want to get Supreme Court and administrative principles for minus 5 or minus 10 total prox cost and 20 crown power. I'm gonna justify takedown hegemon against Khmer. So apparently the Naples market has like infinite demand for cloves. What? Okay, well we're going to steal maps for Naples. I was checking if Genoa or Naples was better, and that's just ridiculously better. There's Naples. Okay. Yeah, we should be able to export to that. That's ridiculous. 86 demand, 81 from the spice trade. I imagine this is a modifier that goes away, isn't it? It's still 1575 though. That's 20 years. Do other markets have this? I don't know. I get. Oh, it looks like Constantinople has it too. Is this just kind of a thing that happens sometimes? Hmm. Well, it seems quite strong. Yeah, that's gonna make us a lot of money. 1850 from trade in 1556 is pretty crazy. I will, however, get Corsica from Somalia, because of course we always want more markets to expand into, except apparently Corsica is part of the Pope. The trade income is just going up. It only knows one direction, and that direction is up. Like, what? 5.6 sold in Naples? Oh yeah, that's 100 profit, obviously. Yeah, that seems reasonable, of course. The share for the country is of course 75%. That also seems pretty reasonable. Yep, that seems pretty fair, I'd say. I think that's what I deserve. Yep. I just got Venice. Apparently that's owned by Ferrara. This is such a cursed world. I guess I'm gonna go beat up Ayutthaya because they joined this rebellion, and I can't really let that be, you know? You can't just join my rebellion and expect to not lose, like, a bunch of your country. I guess I'll just do this. Yeah, okay. Extended outreach just below, like, the main part of Ayutthaya. I got another cabinet person. I should probably have them assimilate the other half of this island to Door. Unfortunately, it looks like Yemen doesn't have anything too useful to give me in terms of maps. I guess I'll take the Black Sea. Now that we have the Black Sea map, we can see Georgia is really big. Yeah, they stretch like all the way along this coast. I think it's time to bribe the nobility to stop revolting against me. Yeah, I have so much money that we can just bribe the nobility to 100 satisfaction so that they stop revolting. That sounds pretty reasonable. No more revolts for the nobility. So now I should be able to declare war on Khmer, right? Yeah, I can declare take down hegemon. Although this will actually require me taking the capital, won't it? This war will actually be really tough. I'm gonna embrace confessionalism. Should I also embrace artillery at the same time? I'll do it. Negative 92 stab ain't ideal, but I mean, we're making plenty of money anyway. And now we won't have any more things to spend stability on for a while. I guess I wanna, like, cancel all this research and just go for Supreme Court and administrative principles. Oh, embracing both institutions was a little bit of a mistake. I think that this takedown hegemon CB is gonna go way too fast now. Yeah, it is. Well, maybe I can justify a new one. No, they're not a hegemon yet, but they might become a hegemon again. They seem to be getting diplo-hegemon every once in a while. Unfortunate, we might have to use a religious CB against them or something. I just took Pontus maps from Delhi. You can see the Mamluks are like fighting the Ottomans over here. I think the Ottomans might be dead soon enough. But they rebalanced bank ledger system to give less monthly inflation but more trade maintenance debuff. That's interesting. I did not realize they did that. That makes it pretty much only good if you're trading now, because yeah, 0.02 monthly inflation is so much less good than 0.1. I got the Supreme Court. Can build that real quick. That's going to be very nice to get 10%. It's 10% crown power and 5% proximity cost, right? Yep, and 10% monthly development growth in the capital, but that's basically useless. I can justify takedown hegemon on Khmer. I guess they got back Diplo hegemon. Okay, good. I can yeah, I can stop building a spy network on them. Go for like these guys. I think those are yeah. We don't. That's all the countries left to unite Borneo, so that's good. With this rebellion, I should really delete more of my forts. Yeah, I mean, I only have a couple left. I deleted most of them. I should delete more because yeah, they're just so annoying whenever rebellions get them. I just stole maps from Ming for Catalonia. Apparently, it's owned by Tunis. That's a new market we can trade stuff to. Oh, wait, what? Oh, yeah, this is it. I was thinking we could get minus 10% separatism here, but no, we gotta take the minus 5% proximity cost. Native policy, yeah, this one doesn't really matter. I guess hmm, I'll just pick, integration. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, we're stacking pretty decent proximity. Wait, why do I have no proximity over here? Um, oh, some of these don't have yeah, some of these stuff in Java C don't actually have maritime presence anymore. Looks like it's this C node. Oh yeah, this fleet wasn't actually out. That would explain that. Looks like I gotta kill some of these rebellions. I mean, actually press annex. It's kind of weird that the annex button and this button do different things and cost different amount of war score. I mean, like, it kind of makes sense, but also, like, it's kind of weird. I can deck, Khmer for takedown hegemon. We're so much weaker, but, like, So, Tondo's actually a tributary, not a vassal, so decking that war would be pretty useless. It's gonna be better to just deck Tondo. Um, I have to justify CB by spying on Khmer anyway. Yeah, we want to justify on Tondo, I think. I don't actually know that this is takeable in one war without takedown hegemon CB, unless we become a great power and we can... Oh, actually, we're really close to becoming a great power, so we can threaten war. But what I should do is build up a bigger navy. Yeah, we really would like a little bit of a larger navy so that I can just actually win the war. Bunch of Carracks. Carracks are very good for navy. And then transports. Obviously, more transports mean we can transport more troops, which we will need if you want to beat Khmer. Oh wow, Muscovy's got pretty expanded. If I can see them in Crimea, or Azov area, having Crimea as a fiefdom there. Well, I'm gonna declare the war against Barao. Um, hmm. I think I'm just gonna land Khmer here and then assault the fort that I land on. I don't know, we need to do something to kill Khmer, and that seems like a kind of decent plan. I guess I should be distributing food and gathering food so that my army doesn't die. Yeah, we want to go for like Angkor, basically, right? I don't see any way this could possibly go wrong, except for everywhere that it could obviously go wrong, but those don't exist, I'm sure. Yeah, we can assault that fort. Good. Now, I'll bring like 3 of my armies to go for Angkor. I'll put one here. Okay, now we can assault Angkor. Getting Angkor will be good. Looks like we don't have food though. That is unfortunate that we don't have food. Can I assault anyway? Kind of, but it doesn't kill nearly as many people. Oh, they brought 70,000 troops. Yeah, having no morale is so bad. I mean, like, I don't know how I'm supposed to win a siege if my troops just have no morale. Like, I don't even, I don't know what I do. Like, this is kind of a scam. Like, what? My troops simply cannot. Why do my troops have no food? Uh, they're in territory. I feel like they should have food. Hmm. You have military access through Ayutthaya? What? Um, huh. I don't know how we're retreating through Ayutthaya. I guess it's fine. This this war is really hard. Um, yeah, we actually just lose. Hmm. Dang, all the noble stuff that gives discipline is so strong. I mean, like I'm just getting destroyed because I have 2% discipline, I guess. Huh. Yeah, I just lose these battles despite having way less or like way more troops. I need to go into like the artillery techs for troops, I think. Kind of a must-do thing. Arquebusiers? No, those aren't even good units. Where are good units? Probably pikemen are the normal unit. Yeah, they look to be the normal unit. Wait, they have better stats than normal, right? I don't think 1.5 and 2 are normal stats for infantry. Yeah, that combat power is higher, so those units are actually better if they're like better even per troop, which is yeah, interesting. So we do want to go for them, if possible. Which I mean, it's gonna take a little bit to get to them. A while, actually. Oh, that's too long. 5 techs away. That's ridiculous. I cannot do that. Oh, I just won 2 battles. That's good. I killed a lot of their troops and gained troops myself. And now battles are roughly even war score. Oh, they have like 40,000 troops or something coming for me, and all my armies have no manpower. That's not good. Hmm. I guess I just stay in like a mountain or whatever. Jungle hill, that should be maybe +2 defense. Yeah, that's a +2, so they shouldn't be able to attack that army. Hmm. I'm actually like so confused how I lost this. Oh, what? There's a there's a 10,000 Khmer stack afoot, just hiding, randomly attacking me. Yeah, that's not great. Insta reassault. This time we actually refilled the garrison. I hate that auto refill garrison is not the default setting. It's annoying to have to remember to refill garrison. That army apparently has it enabled. I'm losing like 10 to 1. What? Oh, my army is not balanced at all. We love completely unbalanced armies. Okay, I can give Pina a lot of money and they'll leave the war. We need to do that. Oh, a bunch of these armies are not from Pina. I really thought that they were. Wait, are they? No, these are from Lanna, which I guess is a vassal of, or is Lanna a vassal? No, they're a tributary of Hathaway, so I should be able to piece them out too soon enough. I don't really want to give war reps, but maybe I have to. I guess I have to. I mean, that's so much money I'm giving them in war rep payments. I don't actually know how long you have to pay war reps for. Yeah, the war reps are so much more than my loans, but we do the war reps because we need to get these people out of the war. Now we have 0% war score now, which is better than like negative war score, which is what we've been having for a while. Yeah, deleting all of the forts was maybe not a great idea, cause yeah, now Khmer can kind of just walk through my country. Why do I have no food? I should probably max pay for food. I mean, it's really expensive, but it might make my army stop dying of no food. Maybe. I don't know. The food system is not clear at all. Well, that's another stack wipe. I have no idea how that was a stack wipe, but I mean, we take it. Mm, we need to try to reclaim Malaya. Apparently, if I do this, I get a battle against something. Maybe is stack wipe them again? No? Oh, you got another stack wipe? Okay. We take it. Stack wipes are always very good for us. Hathawadi offers me an alliance, or Hanthawadi. Um, can I call them into this war? No, they don't want to join it. That's unfortunate. Oh, if I promise them land, I can get them in. I don't really care about our trust, so I'll just promise them land even though I'm not probably going to give them anything. My trade income kind of fell off a cliff. I think that's because the infinite clove demand in Europe is now gone. Yeah, no more plus infinity demand for cloves. I mean, they still demand a lot of cloves, but nowhere near as much. Hmm. Why is effective demand so low? I guess it's getting exported to the rest of Europe from Naples. Only 2.25 thousand trade income. How will I survive with such an abysmal trade income? Except it's not terrible at all, but it's just not quite as good as we had. Hmm. I guess I'm gonna deck Religious War on Santubong. Apparently this brings us into a war with quite a few different people. Um, yeah. All of them are pretty weak. Um, mm. This war with Khmer, unfortunately because of the peace imminent thing, we don't get the months at war bonus, so it's kind of hard to get them to accept a peace deal. They don't have any war exhaustion really, so yeah, we're kind of just gonna have to take a not 100% peace deal, I think. Something like this. We can't take all of this stuff anyway, right? So we might as well just do something like this. As long as we connect, I'm kind of fine with it. Yeah. I don't know why my ruler keeps dying like once a year. I don't think that's quite how often rulers should be dying. Finally, I can get Khmer to accept the peace deal. I would like to take something like that, but let's not push our luck. Let's just finish this war. Yeah. Okay. Pretty decent borders we have got. I guess I should deal with this tiny country that's stopping me from owning all of Java. Yeah, that's so mean. Not even at 2,500 trade income. This is so sad. I need to get my trade income up. By the way, the reason I'm not just justifying SCB the normal way is because these guys are Sunni. I can't start a. Wait, what? I have levies? Oh, I have naval levies. Okay, let's just pin the naval levies and then deck Demac. I don't remember raising naval levies, so I don't know how I got them, but I guess we got them somehow. And yeah, we're gonna finish off Java. Looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm surprised our trade income just like collapsed like that. I guess it makes sense because yeah, the cloves are now way less profitable to sell to Europe, but it is just unfortunate. Apparently, it takes 0 days to downgrade to what? Yeah, downgrade. Okay, I can't downgrade the other one yet, but I can downgrade this one. Yeah, we need to wait for this one to core. It's taking forever. I don't know if it's actually gonna happen before I end the run. But this is very nice to be able to upgrade the cloves RGO. This one is actually already rural. Yeah, more cloves, more money. I mean, we're able to export so many cloves from the turn 8 market. Yeah. Oh, Korea is stealing like half of our cloves here. I need more trade capacity to stop Korea from stealing all of my cloves. Yeah, that's unfortunate that Korea is stealing my cloves. Hmm. I don't know what I can do about that. Not much, I think. I guess I could delete the market. Hmm. No, that probably doesn't help me. I wish I could like embargo Korea or something. I don't know if embargoes actually do anything. Malaya blocks the merchants of Korea. I think I'm gonna do that, and we'll see if that means that they stop stealing my cloves. Because we cannot be having them be exporting my cloves. You know, that's my job to export my cloves. I'm gonna take away a bunch of automated trade from this market, and then I'm gonna put it all on importing cloves from Ternate. Okay, that's actually a little bit more than I need. No, no, no. I want to do maybe like that. And then that should give this market a lot of cloves, which it can hopefully automatically export to Europe or wherever is most profitable. That would be so much profit. I mean, it doesn't actually, the price would crash, obviously, but surely, surely it'll auto-export, right? Yeah, I think it's gonna auto-export cloves. I guess I can put the trade back to fully automated because it'll keep in my trade because yeah, the manual trade capacity still has some. Well, I don't think the trade is really playing very smart. It's picking a bunch of useless trade routes, in my opinion, so I'm gonna give it like half of the trade capacity that it had before. And then I'm just gonna start manually exporting a bunch of cloves everywhere. Ideally, you want to find a market that has a very big surplus of the desired good. Yeah, we want to find a market that has a lot of demand relative to supply. Or, yeah, we want to look at that. Looks like most markets actually are pretty even at this point. Is that true? I feel like that market isn't showing. Um, this sort doesn't really make any sense. It's sorting seemingly randomly. Using up all this trade capacity manually takes a lot of effort, so I think I'm just going to use the rest to try to export a ton to Naples, and we're going to see if maybe they'll just export it to the rest of Europe or something. But yeah, I've got a lot of cloves exports in, and we'll see if that is actually profitable or not. Maybe automated is better, but 3.3 thousand from trade income now. The question is if all the prices will just collapse, but you know, we don't need to worry about that. I'm sure that these are real prices and that they won't collapse. Theoretically, you might want to export everything to a single country every single month and swap it between like 60 markets, and then the price will never drop in any of them. That would be really absurd. Apparently, I'm helping a secessionist without locations. That seems strange. Apparently, this trade is just this one with Naples is not going through because it's trying to get too many cloves, and we don't actually have that many cloves. So I'll put this down to like 25, and then I'll just put my market automation slider back to max. Well, I think I'm gonna end my run here. Got 3,062 trade income as our final trade income, which I'd say is a pretty good amount of trade income. Our biggest trade right now is actually importing trade from Tidor or whatever, from Ternate, into this market, even though I think that this market actually has more, um, or very similar demand ratios. The thing is, the price here is much higher because effective supply is lower. Um, so that's actually a surprisingly profitable trade route. Yeah, we're making 2,000 profit. Our economic base is so low relative to our trade income. So like sliders are just kind of free to max, except for food. Everyone really likes food in my country, and I really don't like buying food because food is very expensive. I don't know why all my people like food so much. This is what our integration map mode looks like. Maybe I should have expanded with vassals a little bit more. Yeah, probably a little bit more, but I don't know. This is what population looks like. You can see we got quite a lot of population in our country. Or we don't even have 10 million, but we're doing kind of good. Location ranks looks like, what's their name? Majapahit city, like all of Eastern Java. That would explain why our food is so much of a problem, partially at least. I think we've had food problems in Johor for a while too, though. Yeah, we could have continued and tried to explore more of Europe and colonized Australia and stuff, but I think I'm done with this run for now, at least. A pretty good position. I mean, 3,000 trade income in 1582 is kind of insane. I think that's more than I was making as Sevilla, and obviously you start out, or not as Sevilla, as Spain, and obviously Malaya is a much weaker country than Spain. So yeah, these trade modifiers are super nice, along with being a merchant republic, of course. Guess I can show off a couple more map modes before I end off the run. This is what culture looks like. You can see Javanese spread a bunch from Majapahit and also Malay. They spread a little bit from us. Religions, we can see mostly Hindu, a little bit of Sunni that we've converted. Not that all that much though. Institutions, everything looks normal. Antagonism, no one really has too much antagonism against me. Proximity, you can see I haven't really built too many roads in Borneo yet, but the rest have kind of good roads. Actually, Sumatra could do with a little bit more roading. And here's what maritime presence looks like. You can see it's not perfect, but it looks pretty good. Because, yeah, our maritime presence decay is so low. That's the main reason why my maritime presence looks so good. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Goodbye!